Get your glow sticks. Get your ecstasy and your bottle of water. We're going on a trip tonight. Merry Christmas trip. See, it's already starting.
Oh. Hey, you cunt.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads.
You fucking goon.
And you listening to Tommy. $150.
Get the puck out of here, dude. Get the puck.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's coming out. Oh, yeah. Oh! Tommy scores. It's not. Everything's on. Oh, eat some juice. Some juice. Juice. Eat some juice. Some juice. Juice.
You're now listening to Insomniac on the Foul Mouths Network. Let's blow it up. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Alright, what's up, everybody?
I feel like we're at a rave.
Get your glow sticks out, man. Get your
I feel
Vicks.
like I want to have sex.
Rub some Vicks underneath your nose. Rub some Vicks on it.
That sounds like a raw back fight.
Put some Vicks on it.
Fix my sack.
So yeah, we got a lot going on.
Struggle is real.
I got Bobbit in here and Mr. Alex Payne and the one and only Joe Cronin here.
God.
Fresh off his video he made on the channel, on the Joe Cronin channel.
Exposed video.
He's exposing motherfuckers.
So I will bow for you.
It's just crazy, man.
I will bend for you.
I will bend for
bow
you.
for
You
you.
know, every once in a
It's in my
while.
head now because we've been talking about it.
Every once in a while, I will bend for you. Every once in a while.
I will bend for you, Joe. But if you fuck with me, I'm gonna paint you as a racist.
I'm gonna paint you as a racist, and then I won't bend for you.
And then I'll put on your kid.
I only ban black people.
Can you imagine if the people that were mad at Scott were around when Tommy was putting dicks on my kids' faces?
Oh Jesus! Shout out to Triple Gaming. What's up, brother? Welcome to the family.
So-
I guess this is a Merry Christmas episode, guys. This is the last episode before Christmas Eve tomorrow, and then Christmas on Monday.
Let's hope it goes better than last night's Christmas episode.
If you saw Monetize this last night, you saw. I mean, I thought it was a great show.
I actually really do think it was good because it had like it was cruising at one point and then it took a really weird turn.
Yeah.
And I feel like anybody who was like getting ready to fall asleep, they were like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. You know, I was setting up my shit before, and I was going over the show that I did last, and I saw that there was a big negative feedback towards Scott being on this show that night. Like, and I didn't even mention that, but a lot of people were like, "Get him the fuck out of here!" Like, most of the donations were all negative, "Get him the fuck off the show" type shit. So I mean, there was that negativity there too. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. I don't know. I guess it wasn't directed.
Yeah,
At, you know,
I mean,
it was like
basically, I only heard it from a couple people, and those people were people that didn't say that on your show. So I thought that was kind of funny.
yeah. I mean,
You know,
I was fucking
yeah,
just.
And then like Shell was like, "Oh, well, Ken was sticking up for me." So Ken had him on for 30 minutes, and it was okay that Ken had him on because he was sticking up for you. But when I had him on my show, I was basically sticking up for Ken, and that wasn't okay. Explain that to me.
I mean, I don't get it, man. I don't get anything having to do with this whole situation. I think it's just one big fucking. I actually think it's exactly what Scott wanted, and
Yeah.
he got his way, man. He wanted to come in and cause waves, and he did. Huh?
Jake DeMarco made a goddamn sound clip where he's like, "Well, Joe, you're the leader of the community." I'm like, "Well, what the fuck does that mean? So I can't have him on my show, but everybody else?" I mean, dude, the thing was, it got built up for a week. JB and you guys, you were calling JB's show as him.
Yeah.
Then he finally came on your show and you guys had it out.
Yeah.
And then that triggered a bunch of questions with me. And he'd been messaging me saying that, he didn't say this stuff about brainwashing you or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you did. So so then he came on my show and I aired him out. And Jake DeMarco's coming on here like, we don't know who this guy is. We know who Scott is.
Yeah.
We've already told everyone for almost a year.
We knew this was going to happen before it happened.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Trying to divide everybody up and everything. Like, we already knew that. So, and we told the audience that, so everybody knows what his goal was. So we figured it's okay to talk about him because there's no secret that this guy's agenda is to be a psycho fucking cock. And like you said last night, I wish Scott would have fucking... I wish he was not this person because he is fucking funny sometimes, and it's like really funny shit to laugh at because some of the shit he says and does is like just fucking out there, It is funny. Like it was funny last night when he was on your show.
Yeah, and he squanders it. He's just squanders it away, man.
It's funny as long as everybody knows that he's crazy. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Like okay, everybody knows he's crazy, so I'm not really concerned about Scott because I don't care what Scott does because I know he's crazy and everybody knows he's crazy.
Yeah.
So, that's why, when you did this song and everybody else and we kept going with him from there, it made sense because we knew that he was a fucking psycho. And then it seems like he reached out and tried to get into Lucky Lowe's head because maybe Lucky Lowe didn't know, right? He reached out to the one guy who's disconnected.
I'm telling you, Lucky, when Lucky first started talking to him, he was like, yeah, I've been talking to Scott. And I'm like, listen, I like Scott. And it was at the point where I was getting along with him and everything. But I was like, Lucky, just, don't say anything stupid or, even if you agree with him, it's going to be an issue. And he looked at me like, what? And he was like, I got it. Don't worry. And then not even 5 weeks later, 3 weeks later, he's like, fucking A, man, what the fuck?
See, the thing is, Nigel Jones in the chat, this guy's a troll, by the way, and this guy probably should be banned. But he is a troll. This guy writes in the chat, well, Ken has a much more savage audience, which I like. The
what
money
do you mean?
guy
It's
from Boston.
It's the same audience, man.
It's the same people, Nigel.
Yeah.
So you're a complete moron because almost anyone in here, I recognize they're my audience. So to say Ken has a more savage audience and I'm a money guy.
It's the same audience, man. I mean, there's only maybe like 30 or 40 different people that maybe not go in and watch wrestling orientated stuff.
Yeah,
but
nobody has ask JD about my audience if they're not savage. My audience is savage.
Yeah.
They'll tear you apart.
It's the same audience, man.
Yeah, it's the same audience. That's why Nigel Jones in the chat is a troll fucking retard. Like stuff like that. It's like, dude, nice try. Like it's the same people.
I believe that a lot of these people who come into these chats with these names and they say these things, I have a feeling these are people that know us, that have been in this community.
Yeah,
they know just what angle to play. You know what I mean? They know, and they always come out of the woodworks when some kind of turmoil is going on. Like last night, when all that shit was going down, you look inside the chat, and all of a sudden there's Sal Rex and like 14 other people who we've never seen their names before.
What happened to Sal Rex too? Boy, did he fucking...
I don't know what happened to him, man. I never had a problem with the dude at all. Never had a problem with him.
I think he's James' bestie.
I never had a problem with him, man. Always treated him with respect. He always treated me cool.
That's a nickel for my nickel. That's my nickel.
I think Scott knows he has shitty content on his channel, and likely has done it to other communities and stumbled across and attempted to do the same.
Well,
the best option is to ignore him
Steve,
and let his channel die to become a footnote. Love you all.
Listen,
Merry Christmas.
Sal Rex is going whale watching. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him.
Well, Seymour is still missing.
All right, Sal Rex is going beluga whale watching this week. And but listen, the problem is, it's like, Steve, listen, you're right, because he was in the community of like that whole alien UFO community. The goon.
Fuck Scott. He is just an attention whore that loves controversy. I don't blame Jake, but if he's so negative, why use him in bits? Nightbot for JCS champion.
You know, listen, I agree with you too. I do agree, but you know, like Scott was in another community. He was in that UFO community with all those guys, like those brothers, that do that UFO show, and he burnt himself out of that community.
Well, let's be real about
numerous
it. I mean,
times.
We use him for content. I mean, everybody does.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You know that. You know that's. I just don't get it. Like everybody uses him.
It was fun. It was fun working with him.
And you know, Jake was saying like, oh, he's saying people are pedophiles or something. And,
yeah, I don't know about that.
You know, Mellow Yellow and Shell were saying like they were being attacked by him. It's like, you know, I mean, like who's being attacked? I mean, he was on Ken's show the other day, and it was like, well, that's okay because Ken was sticking up for him. And it's like, well, I was sticking up for Ken on my show. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. So I don't like. I'm kind of just enraged that there's like, why can I not do the same thing? Like, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering that. I'll talk to Mel Yellow if I could about it, but I'm wondering why I can't do the same thing Ken does. It looks like Gorilla Strong is about to hit you up with a $2 chat.
You know, but like I said at the beginning of the show, I went back and watched the last episode. People were telling me the same thing that they were saying to you.
No, I get that. That's fine. Like I saw some of that too. There was a little bit. I would say 80% of the people. Like,
Gorilla Strong, baby.
Hey, super chats are working again?
Yeah, finally.
Passport ... check. I'd love to crush Scott's face.
Oh my God, dude! Jesus Christ, crush! I
I
want to crush a motherfucker's face, dude. Holy shit!
Crush damn coach.
Yeah, yo, Joe, it was really tricky to get them to start working again. You know that?
It was a trick to what?
There was a big trick to get those to start working again.
Oh, really? What was it?
It was all fucked up. I had to like open it up on one thing and then
well,
open.
You got to tell me because I have to fix it then.
All right, yeah, I'll explain it to you how to do it.
All right, because
from what I know, you know what I mean. It might be different for yours, but I don't know. I'll tell you what I did.
Yeah, it's still not working for me.
Yeah, it was weird. We had to open up two OBSs at the same time, and one worked, and then it was really weird, man.
But it should be Streamlabs that it has to do with because they don't pop up even in the Streamlabs feed.
Yeah, they weren't either with mine. It's fucking going around right now, and I think it has something to do with your email address. What do you mean? What? Yes, it does. God damn it! What?
So confused.
Domestic.
My tech guy does everything for me. I don't know how to do it.
You're confused. I'm assuming I know more than you, but somehow yours works. So how does that happen?
Hey, everybody! We're all gonna get laid.
My wife figured it out, man.
Tonight, man.
Huh?
It's Christmas vacation night tonight.
It is, man. And you know what that means? The Griswolds.
The fucking Griswolds.
The Griswolds are in the house.
When he's in the fucking store and she's like, and he goes, I can't imagine it being any hooter hotter than it. I don't know why that part always killed me.
Dude, there are so many great parts to the Christmas movie, Christmas Vacation, like with the part where Chevy Chase is talking to that chick at the mall.
Yeah, that's the one that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's like, oh, the stores are so hot around this time. Like, yeah, can't imagine any hooter than a hotter than it.
That's why Chevy Chase was so fucking great, man. You know?
Dude, he would just do something with his eyes. Like, he would, like, raise his eyebrows and, like, look at something. Like, when the guy's hair catches on fire.
Yeah.
Like, and then, like, I don't know what it is, but that's just, like, the funniest goddamn reaction for some reason. Like, his reactions is, like, that's exactly what I'd look like.
302, what's up? You're on the Foul Mounts Network. 302.
Good talk.
302. Hello?
They invented them, Russ, because people forgot how to have a fun, old-fashioned family Christmas and are satisfied with scrawny, dead, overpriced trees that have no special meaning.
My toes are numb.
You see, kids, this is what our forefathers did.
I can't feel my leg.
They walked out into the woods, they picked out that special tree, and they cut it down with their bare hands.
Mom, I can't feel my
Like
hips.
Belly.
Clark,
Yes, honey.
Audrey's frozen from the waist down.
That's all part of the experience, honey.
It's all part of the experience, honey.
We know she'd grow up to become a killer.
A natural born killer.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, dude. Well, Die Hard's after that.
I was just smiling. I was just browsing.
No.
I'm just blousing.
For your wife or your girlfriend?
What? What happened? I guess wouldn't be any. Oh. Wouldn't be the Christmas shopping season if the stores were any less hotter than they are. Whew, it is warm in here.
Well, you have your coat on.
Yes. Oh, do I? How did that happen?
Because it's cold out?
Yes. It is. It's a bit nipply out. I mean nippy out. What did I say? Nipple. There is a nip in the air, though.
Can I take something out for you?
Can I take something out for you?
Oh, I love it. It's like, are you picking something up for your wife? Yeah. Oh, no, she's dead. I know, I'm picking God rest her soul. Fuck.
Yeah, we had to bury her in the backyard about 4 years ago. He's like... she was real old. She was really old. She was just an old bat.
There was a girl at my old work, like a long time ago, like 2010, and she was a younger girl, like good-looking girl, kind of worked with me. And this tall guy came in, and she had a boyfriend. Like she had a boyfriend, like they were getting married soon. And this tall guy came in, like, and she got him, like, you know, random different one of us could get the clients, whatever, but she got him.
Yeah.
And she was in the back room, and I was right next to her, kind of in like the room, like across from her, and I could hear and I could see what was going on. She started sweating all over herself and like shaking and acting like crazy. Like in the like it was similar to what Chevy Chase just went through, but more like weird.
Wow.
Like not as funny, but like it was just like, but it was so crazy. Like, you know, instead of being like, oh, so, what are you looking for and everything, she'd be like, oh, so when
she wanted the D.
It was fucking weird, and then I kept watching. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
She did want the D. Damn.
She left
the MK Ultra Bond.
She left the room. She left. She goes, excuse me for a minute. She left the room, came across to me and said, you're going to have to take this guy.
What?
Because I can't deal with this. And then she walked in the other room and sat down. And then another girl came over like, are you okay? And she was like rubbing her chest. I'm not.
Holy shit.
This was a girl. Like, is someone dying right now?
Damn, 540.
I guess so.
Yo, 540, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Ken? It's Gorilla Strong again.
Gorilla Strong, baby. What's up,
Gorilla,
man?
who did you kill?
Gorilla.
Gorilla, you running from the cops right now?
Hell no.
You got JR with you?
Nah.
Run, Gorilla! Run!
They don't want to see my ass run. Hey, I just want to give a shout out, Joe. Keep it real as fuck, for real.
I keep doing that. It keeps hurting me, but I keep doing it.
Yeah. Hey, my left hand is still fucking hurting from beating this motherfucker's ass and cracking his skull last week, but I'm making do.
Oh,
but,
shit.
Hey, I still got...
Gorilla got in a fist fight last week.
Yeah. Hey, Ken, it was literally like it was that same night that I called in last week.
Jeez.
That same night.
Damn.
Ended up at the police station, and I still ended up listening and watching yours and JB show. You know, from the police station with a busted up hand.
Oh, shit.
That's because you got skilled, bro.
So,
what did this guy do? How did this happen? Like,
oh, well, all right. Earlier in the night, we had a band come through. They were from Canada. I work as a bouncer, one of my jobs. And he was just causing all sorts of fucking drama and shit. So I, like, stepped in between them and shit. And then later on, when that, 2 a.m., everything shuts down here, I was pushing them all out. And then he started, like, running his mouth to one of the guys. And I made friends with him and shit. And I stepped up to him, just told him, hey, dude, just go home, sleep it off, blah, blah, blah. Well, he goes around the corner after he huffs and puffs and shit. He cold cocks and he hits two of my good friends, one of them being a female.
Damn.
And I was going in to get my keys because I was like, hey, night's done. I'm going home, smoke a bowl, fucking pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I come out the back door. My buddy's face is like busted up and he's bleeding like hell. And I'm like, who the fuck did this shit? And he points the same dude out. So I'm like, all right, fuck this shit. Time to throw down. So I throw all my shit to him, to the side, walk down the sidewalk, spun the fucker around. He tries to swing on me. He hits me, which, whatever. At almost 320 pounds, he ain't doing shit. So I grab him by his throat, and I'm slamming him up against the concrete wall a couple times. He starts doing like these, wasted ass fucking, body shots and shit. So I'm squeezing the shit out of his throat, and then I throw him like a football. The first thing that hits is the back of his skull.
Oh shit!
And I mean, it sounded like a fucking cat gun going off. And I'm like, I'm going towards him again. He's screaming like, I want to go home. I want to go home. I was like, motherfucker, you're in my world now. And I go over there and just pummel this fucker with my left hand. Because I was like,
oh my god,
my other hand was because my right hand, I was squeezing him so hard around his throat that my right arm was kind of hurting a little bit. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just use my left. And I ended up he ended up with a fractured skull, a broken orbital socket, and his jaw broke in 2 spots and knocked 4 of his teeth out.
Jesus.
Jesus
You'll
Christ.
be in jail next week then.
Winning.
Well, nah, it was cool because it was very easy because I went down to the police station and I told them what was going on, and they were like, well, you're in the right because he was on your property, he was causing disturbances, and you have multiple people saying that you were in the right, blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, I've dealt with a bunch of drunk motherfuckers every weekend here, and I know the cops. So they were like, hey.
They
were just like, hey.
After you knocked him down, you should have thought about it. You should have just fucking, and then when you get to the station, they're like, but why did, I get why you did all this, but why did you penetrate his ass?
I
You
will
should have
bend
just
for
said, I'm gay.
I will bend for you.
Well, later on that night, it was crazy because I get home and I'm like got nerves like a motherfucker.
I will
and I get a
bend
call
for
from the detective, and he tells me, he was like, "Do you realize that this guy was a doctor?"
Oh Jesus Christ!
He was? He's dead?
Well, no, he was.
He's not anymore. His hands were broken. He surgically can't fucking work no more.
Well, the thing is that when he gave his story, he was in the hospital and handcuffed to the hospital bed and shit. So they went and got his story, and he was like, zonked out of his mind on some shit. And he was saying that it was a bad day because he found out that his dad had cancer, and he just wasn't feeling it. And obviously, he's not feeling shit too much right now.
Yeah.
So basically, you pull a United on him.
Yeah, pretty much.
They realized he was a whack job based on his response. They were like, yeah, this guy's fucking tapped out. All right.
Yeah.
I will bend for you.
Well, the thing is, I actually took it to heart because, 2 of my best friends, they're both great people. I felt like I was responsible because this motherfucker did this shit while I was there,
Yeah.
And the way I take it, and Tim, you said you work security. You probably took it a little personal too when you got like buddies that come there. They're like under your protection.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm still taking it kind of hard because the girl, she still got a busted up lip and shit.
Damn.
And it's my hands it's healing, but whatever. I got a strongman meet to work and focus on for February. So this is fucking up my routine for my gym time and everything, really. So
shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, hey, just hang in there. It'll get better soon. Get back in there again.
And the main thing is, I wanted to change the subject on all the shit that's going on.
Yeah.
I don't have a say in anything, but I'll tell you this: all I know is this: Scott's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
we know that.
Basically. Has a lot to do with it.
I'll tell you this. I don't know if you guys got guys in grimy places, but you got one in Virginia.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I should buy a house there. I've been told to live there a bunch, but...
Yeah, hey, there's some. Hey, Joe, there is a humongous Irish little family down here that we would greet you with open arms.
Nice, man.
That's all I need is more small dicks.
Hey, we're growers, not showers, and you know that.
It's true. It's weird. It looks weird, and then all of a sudden, hey, that's 7, that's 6, that's 5.
But hey, Ken,
Gorilla,
Joe, all you guys, keep doing what you do. Fuck the bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck the drama.
Yep.
Just keep doing what you do. Entertain, because all y'all motherfuckers do it so fucking well.
Thank you, man. Mr. Gorilla Strong, everybody. I hope you feel better, brother. What the fuck was that?
Hey, you guys have a good night, all right?
You too, bro.
All right, see ya.
The great Gorilla Strong, man. Gorilla Strong, baby. Look who we got in the room with us right now. The one and the only Tommy NC 2010. Look. Thomas the Train.
Oh, Ken, you're going to get in trouble for having him on.
Hey, what's up, Ken? How you guys doing tonight?
What's up, Tommy? What makes
Hey,
you...
Joe, how are you doing there? How's everybody?
What makes you call in tonight?
What?
What makes you call in tonight?
Well, I just want to call and support my boy. You know, I had to.
Tommy, don't ever try and talk ghetto again. Don't you ever.
About sex today, you see.
My boy. Well, you know, I always. Hey, Joe, you're my boy too. I call on you. I call into your show. I got lots of boys. You know.
Today I received.
You got the homies.
It's just how you said it, Tommy.
Yeah, just don't ever do it again.
Today, Tommy made a good point to me for the first time in a while. And he was talking about his time when he was with MTV and he was doing, what was the name of the show again? The fucking...
Made?
You mean how he's only on there once?
Yeah, on Made. He said that he mentioned back then about a belt. About getting a belt for being a champion. And because he said that, you know, he thought of the whole belt thing first. And people think he's like, you know, copying you. But I told Tommy, the timing is so wrong, Tommy, because if you go get a belt now, you look like you're copying Joe. Right or wrong?
Well, just to say here.
But it
back
does
in
look
the
like
day-
that. You agreed with me a little bit when we were talking about this.
Back in 2000, I had a belt in the backyard. I mean, like, who cares?
Yeah.
For the longest
That
time,
is true.
I've always wanted a replica, like heavyweight title to represent the MTV's made
ADTR
championship of the world.
Donation, Tommy. Shut up.
Oh, ADTR. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Yeah, fine.
But listen, bottom line is, you know, Joe, you talked about it a little last night on the show where it was like you explained the whole brainwashing thing when we were talking to him about that. And it was like, all right, well, explain it, why you think that, why you said that. And he really couldn't answer it. You know what I mean? It's like that. You know, everybody takes a little bit of what everybody does. Everybody, like, for instance, I laugh and like the shit that Joe does. You know what I mean? Joe turns around, plays some of the shit that I do on his show. You know what I mean? So it's like we like what each other do. So obviously, after a certain amount of time doing so many bits and so many things, some of them are going to look similar. Some of them are going to sound alike. Now, does that mean we're copying each other? All right, if you want to call it that, you could call it that. But I call it taking a little bit of something that you like from people and trying to do your own thing with it.
Yeah, I would call it like an influence.
Yeah,
Because Scott
exactly.
McKinnon is a shit stirrer. He likes to stir shit. He likes to start shit and get people pissed. And he was successful. He had Joe freaking out over this whole entire situation, and he stirs shit. And he tried stirring shit with me, and I fucking blocked his ass because he's a piece of shit motherfucker. And I'll say this to you, Scott McKinnon. I didn't break your goddamn motherfucking figure. It came to be broken because you're a fucking raging alcoholic, and you should lay off the sauce. And every time you chuck back sauce, you're a fucking piece of shit. And you go after Joe, you go after Ken, and you're a fucking a shitquake.
Well, Tommy,
Shit tectonic.
Tommy, you know what Tommy, you know what he said that we do to you? That we use you, we exploit you, we don't do anything for you. Joe just threw you $80 last night on the show live, right?
I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, and you know, I'm sorry to be so hard on you, Scott, but the fact is that you like to stir shit. You're a shit stirrer. And you like making drama. And why would you go running to other people?
Sounds like an upset mom right now.
You're a Twitch streamer. You're a Twitch streamer.
Shit because you want to stir up shit, dude.
You fucking Twitch streamer.
That's what you do. You stir shit up.
You fucker.
And we've known that. We've literally known this for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's what he is. It's fucking hilarious. He's an idiot.
Talking to me, Joe?
No, Scott.
Oh, okay.
Subscribe, support, stay positive.
Triple gaming.
What's up, Ken and Joe? Merry Christmas to you guys and to everyone in the chat. Screw Scott and he's Winnie little bitch.
He's Winnie little bitch.
Merry Christmas to you, brother. Thank you, man.
Here's Winnie's back.
Winnie. Winnie.
Please, Kevin.
Winnie.
I can say this, you guys. You may let him back in your graces, but I'm never gonna let Scott McKinnon back in my graces ever again because I wouldn't let him come on your show, and that's why he was pissed off at me. Not just because of the figure. He wanted me to pull him on either Joe's show or Ken's show. I was on there, and he was wanting me to pull him on there, and I wouldn't do it. And he fucking freaked out on me while he was fucking drunk.
Yeah.
That's basically the shit. I'm never gonna really talk to him again.
So anyway, how's your neck?
How's your neck? How's your neck? How's your neck? How's your neck? Oh, Tommy MC. How's your neck? MC. Tommy.
Configuration could be more accurate.
He ain't seen his neck for about a week. Motherfucker fell asleep and done lost his neck. He woke up, it looked like the neck just ran out on him. It's just straight head with shoes. Walk around a motherfucking apartment. When he goes to the store to buy shoes, he's gotta fit it onto his head. 'Cause he's got no neck.
How's your fucking neck? Tommy, how's your neck, Tommy?
It's fine.
You sure about that? I haven't seen your neck. Connor! Oh shit, it's Connor! Let's hear what he gotta say!
Tommy shooting on Scott. Classic. F Scott's corpse with Tommy's corpse. Then F Tommy corpse with Scott's corpse.
no!
F Tommy's corpse.
F Tommy's corpse with Scott's corpse.
That's my nickel.
Connor, shout out to you. Steve.
Your channel is dying.
Oh,
and I
no.
see you kicked your sexual fetish of humping clowns, you double-chinned.
Oh,
ugly,
my God,
gay,
come on.
fake. I still have to buy you
Come
a
on,
retarded
man.
fucker, or can you? Merry Christmas to all except fat fuck Tommy.
Oh my God.
You know what I fucking did? I fucking came in a fucking Twinkie, and your fucking mother ate it, and I was
Trying to recreate the bowl of cum soup, but not quite. Coming a Twinkie though is pretty good.
All he wanted was a Twinkie.
You know what? I went to your doctor's appointment, and I thought I was gonna die.
Look who's here now. There's only one guy we know that he has the name Shots Fired.
Yo.
Because whenever he talks, there's shots fired.
What's up, Shots Fired?
What's up, Christian?
Yeah. Is Tommy still here?
Yeah, but why are you going to fuck with him today? Come on, turn a new leaf.
No, I'm not. I just want to say I really enjoy his content.
Come on,
And Tommy,
stop.
Tommy, I love your vlogs.
I'm weird. You think I'm a
Tommy,
psycho?
I love the way you
hell.
Fake faggot. You lose some weight yet.
I'm weird. You think I'm a psycho? Holy motherfuck of hell!
All right, come on, Christian. Not today. Come on, man. Give him a break.
Who gives a fuck? Yeah, well,
Hey,
yeah,
good
well,
boy, Christian.
Give him a break today. The guy was on. Christian, would you bail already?
No, I fucking booted the motherfucker.
How'd you boot him? You booted somebody off my show?
Tommy, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is not your show.
Fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Oh shit.
You know what, Christian? Call back and you can say whatever you want now.
Why can't? Why want to let him come back and talk
Why
shit?
did you let something that fucking little stupid bother you like that, dude?
Ken, you're gonna be in
He's
trouble.
fucking talking shit to me, Ken. Why the fuck can I not fucking kick him out of here? He's acting like a
Because
motherfucker.
it's not your show, Tommy. You can't kick people out.
Everybody thinks it's their show. You ever notice that? Everybody just thinks it's their show to tell you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, what the fuck? Dude?
Can't believe that.
He hates you, Tommy. Let him shut up.
Tommy, I told him to go easy. I told him to stop, man. Like, why do you have to get so fucking bent out of a couple of words, dude?
I'm just fucking tired of people's bullshit. I'm fucking tired of it.
Are you ever gonna get not tired of it?
Can he hang up on me too?
No, I would never do that to you, Joe. I would never do that to you.
Yeah, he can hang up on any of us.
He can? Really?
Yeah. All of us can hang up on each other if we wanted
This
to.
much power is scary.
Hey, Tommy, how many illegitimate kids does Hamza have?
He has 2 kids, 2 twins.
That we know of.
Sarah! Homegirl, Sarah.
Love you all and Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas, Sarah. Hope you have a great one. Hope you enjoy it with your family. Everything goes nice and smooth. Have a good New Year's. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Can't we all just get along?
Yeah, really.
It's too bad you don't donate a lot of money, Tommy. You might be able to cause some riffraff, but because you don't donate, no one's going to care.
What?
You know what I mean.
I swear I have no clue what the fuck you mean.
No, you don't.
I don't.
Well,
really
Joe,
don't.
if I had the money, I would donate to everybody, honestly, if I had the money.
I'm sure
would
you have
do
$1
that
a month. Why aren't you a patron to Ken? Or Joe?
Hey, Tommy, would you rather fuck Queen Amidala or Crystal?
I think
love how you sound so hurt by that question.
I think he'd rather fuck a fleshlight.
What is that?
I think he'd rather fucking gangbang a fleshlight.
I think he'd rather take
Why was that such a hard question?
I just rather not reveal that information here on the show.
Oh,
God. Oh, okay, Tommy, what if I told you that a while back, Crystal contacted me, and she sent me some some pretty risque photos.
Like Crystal knows who you are.
She does from your channel, yeah.
I've never mentioned your name to Crystal. She doesn't know who you are, Joe.
You saw me on your channel though, and I reached out. We talked on email.
Really?
And it was weird. I got photos that you wouldn't believe.
ADTO!
She's not that kind of person. She wouldn't do that to me.
To you?
What do you mean to you? What?
She wouldn't stab me in the back like that. She wouldn't be
F
sending
Tommy's
shit to you like
corpse.
that.
With Hamza's corpse. Gorilla Strong!
Merry Christmas, everyone. Love you all.
Merry Christmas, Gorilla Strong, man. I hope you're feeling better, brother. Don't punch nobody out.
Strong. Stop killing
Okay,
people.
now spit it out.
Oh yeah, it's coming out.
Okay, now spit it out.
Oh yeah, it's coming out.
Okay, now spit it out.
What a year. What
Crystal's
a fucking
heroin
year.
addict? Who said that?
I heard Crystal could suck the chrome off a fucking hubcap. Is this right, Tommy?
No, it's not true. Why is everybody
How
taking
would you
shots
know?
at Crystal?
I heard Crystal could fucking...
I don't know
She
why.
does nothing.
I
for
heard she
anybody
likes
in
to
the
fucking...
community.
I heard she likes to fucking dirty dance, dude. Dirty Dance,
Jesus,
bro, with the
strip up.
MK Ultra and the light.
Ken,
Richard
remember
married to Scott.
when you were pausing the video of her, like, and you were like pretending to masturbate? Like, that was the weirdest night, dude. Like, you were trying to see if you could see anything in the skirt.
What? What was this?
Fuck.
Like 5 months ago, remember?
No, I don't remember that. That was on a show?
No, privately, remember?
No, I don't. Wait. I do remember.
Yeah, that she had the blue dress on.
Yep, she had that blue dress on, and we were trying to see if we saw a little beav.
Yep.
Because Ward was a little mad at the beaver that night.
Tell you what, I can almost smell it from my computer screen.
Oh, God. I heard you could see the fumes coming off of it.
Oh.
Hey,
No,
guys.
she's a wonderful person, though. She really is a nice girl. It's just someone brought her up in the chat, and I was like, yeah.
Guys,
And
you know,
be sure that he's upset, so you know.
the Filthy Mouth Gamer is the originator. Well, he's one of the originators of the cunt screamed in fucked up places, but a lot of people have done a lot of them since we started doing this show, and they send them in to us, and some people have done them on football fucking fields, and you know, they've done them in all kinds of places. But this one's funny because we had Filthy sends in a recording to me. Actually, it was a video. And you got to hear how loud the decibel is on this cunt. Like, this is like got to be one of the loudest cunts I've ever heard in my life. I got to play this to you guys. This is like earth shattering. You ready? And listen to his wife.
Merry Christmas, you fucking cunt!
Listen to his wife right before and during. Listen.
Merry Christmas, you fucking cunt!
That's the best one so far.
Oh, my God.
That one was fucking bad, dude.
What the hell? He keeps calling me on Skype.
That should be on an ugly sweater. Yeah, I'm getting those calls, too. Like, someone keeps calling
Merry
us on
Christmas, you fucking cunt!
Yeah, I'm getting a call from with Filthy Mouth Gamers in it and Lucky Low. This must be from another show.
Me too. Like a million. I'm getting like they keep calling me.
Yeah, I think that's from another show.
Yeah, they're trying to call the group instead of the actual show.
Maybe it's Justin Popoff, the fucking
Oh no, what's going on with him now?
Oh well, you know that he wants Tiffany's pussy, and so today he jumped on the drama and was like, "I'm leaving." It's funny because we were gonna expose him. We were all talking about exposing him, and then he kind of just exposed himself and waved his own white flag. He's one of the many people that thinks if he goes in her chats and stuff, that he can have sex with her.
No, he's on a show all the time, and they talk like they want to fuck.
They all want to bang her. They're not there to live.
I mean, you got to be married, Justin.
Yeah, oh, that's right. You got to be married first.
Oh yeah, that is right.
She'll
Pop
only
off.
bang you if you're married.
Yeah, you're better off getting married, pop off. Then maybe you'll be able to pop off in her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He removed his patronage to me today, so I was like, oh, there it goes.
He's one of mine too, but he'll probably remove it now with this whole thing that's going on. I mean, listen, I never did one thing wrong to fucking Saurex. I never did one thing wrong to Tiffany or James or any one of those people. The fact of the matter is they're fucking very weird, self-centered, me people. And hey, that's fine. You go do your own thing. More power to you. I hope you have fun. And you know what? You want to take people want to go follow you over there? Let them go follow you. Hey, do what you got to do, man. Go where you like to go. You
And
know?
hello to the future, to Pixel Protocol, you know?
Yeah. We got other people. You know?
Yo, what's up, Ken? Back.
Who's
Back
this
again.
now? Who's this?
Shots fired.
Oh, shots fired's back. Oh, fuck.
Hey, I just want to say a statement. Tommy, if you keep, like feeding into... See, that's the reaction I wanted. And that's the reaction people want. But
Yep.
if you keep feeding into these people, that means
They're
that
gonna
you're
keep
still
doing
gonna
it.
be giving them reactions,
Yep.
which is still going to make you keep getting hate.
Mhm.
So if you stop giving them, the people, reactions, they're not going to hate on you anymore. It's simple.
Exactly.
You let people get to you like this. This was a test. I wanted to see how wacko you really were.
Nah, but Christian, he wants to give that reaction because he noticed he's been getting attention.
My nickel.
That's true.
My nickel Steve.
Just be honest.
Listen.
Yay, just come out already. It's almost 2018.
Oh my God, dude.
Hiding it only adds to what people perceive you as a liar.
Come on, man. What the fuck, Steve?
James Bailey, or the Russian.
Steve, come on, man. Jesus Christ, Steve. Holy shit.
No, but seriously, Tommy, Merry Christmas and a happy gay year.
Have a sandwich.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Billy Crystal Meth in the house.
I don't know if I'm on. I can't figure out what I'm doing. Am I online right now?
Is
Am I
this
talking to you, fellas?
Is this on? Is this thing on?
Oh, but it's on.
What is
How
it?
are you, my darlings? Merry Christmas to all.
Hey, Joe, you know he once dated Annette Funicello.
Really?
I did.
Yeah.
That's how she got the MS.
Oh.
She got MS from his dick.
It's true.
Well, you know.
Muscular.
I make the ladies shake.
Yeah, she got muscular dystrophy from a dick.
Oh my God.
She became a Jerry's kid from one of those dicks.
Yes. You were bingoing on the beach.
The best. She smelled anyway.
She smelled like a
delicious.
She smelled like a used carp. Like if you could rent,
Like a nice tuna sandwich.
if you could fucking rent a fish, but just keep the carcass going, and just you know what I mean? Like that's what a pussy smell like.
That's why I'm here, Ken, to introduce my new Rent-A-Fish program with Billy Crystal Meth.
Nice.
Yes, you two and your entire family. Call me now.
And we can rent fish.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's one
A
thing
nice tuna.
But listen, there's one thing I gotta know for sure.
What's that, my darling?
How's your fucking neck?
Oh, God.
Oh, it's killing me. I've been leaning on it all day.
Christian, you didn't like that? You went, oh God.
No, I love it because I have neck problems myself.
Oh.
Christian, I'm a fluffer.
Do you
That's what
want?
I do for a living.
Do you want a neck
I
rub?
tell you, kill it.
I thought you were selling fish.
Do you want a neck rub?
Ken, I'm a little offended that you didn't ask me how my fucking neck was.
Well, how is your neck?
Well, how's your neck?
My neck of the woods is good.
My neck of the woods is good too because I'm in your neck of the woods.
You are in my neck of the woods. You're right about that.
Neck of the woods is going to shit.
Aren't you in the same county as me, right?
Which one are you in again?
I'm in NASA.
Oh no, I'm in Suffolk.
Oh, you're
I'm
in
in Nassau, too.
you're in the cow tipping area of Long Island, right?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, you
yeah.
live where those guys from Super Ugly live.
Oh, I saw Richie at a wrestling show I went to.
Did you?
He was there, and then he just left after the first match.
Was he as much of
paid
a
for his
bitch in
ticket.
real life as he is on the phone?
No, he's with some fat guy. I didn't walk up to him.
Oh, he was with John.
I turned around. I see this, and I'm like, "Is that Richie from Super Ugly?" I'm like, "What a faggot!" And then I turned around.
You're not going to make a lot of friends, young man.
Oh my
Justin,
God.
you don't give a fuck, man. Christian, you don't give a fuck, do you, man?
I don't because life's too short to give a fuck.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I will be 16 in a month.
out of here. Oh, because I can hear the puberty just oozing through your voice.
I'm here.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Right? Right?
Ray?
Billy Chris, now you say you got this new fish mar open up. Do you
Yes.
off well cunt? I know a couple people who would buy it right now.
Absolutely. We have a special coupon for the holidays. You also get a free stocking. Who's interested?
What's
I
a
want a
leaf?
dick stocking.
What?
My
What's
God,
a
this
leaf?
is so good.
Oh God, that's just freaky.
At least he's the person with more subscribers than me.
Joe,
Yo.
when you have about 700 subs, right? And you get 100 views a video, not even 80 views a video, what does that tell you?
Well, it depends on how much time has gone by since you've had the 700 subs, but it tells me that a lot of the audience is dead.
Brand new.
Oh. Then that tells me usually that people just went over there, some kind of event happened to there's a reason why they're there, but it's not to be entertained by you. Maybe. I mean, like who are we talking about?
No, but Joe, what happens when you have 600 subscribers Tuesday and then have 712 on Wednesday?
Oh, that means you bought subs.
Exactly.
That means you might have bought subs, maybe.
No, it's definite.
Oh, I can tell you. I can search people's things and tell you if they're real.
That's a nickel for my nickel. That's my nickel.
What up, Ken, my nickel champ?
My
Shout
nickel.
out to Joe, Bailey, Shell, Blake,
What's up?
Troy, and Queen Lear. Great show last night. By the way, how's your fucking neck? Protect your neck.
Protect your neck.
Not sure he watched.
Protect your neck. How's your fucking neck?
My neck hurts.
My neck hurts.
My neck is
too.
fantastic. I just sat on the beach and it just...
Guys, can I get a drink? Can we take a quick commercial break here?
Go. I will sing for the people. Go.
What's up, Branulus?
What do you think? Should we take a commercial break, or should we stay on?
Can I just shit on my microphone? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I wanted to pee on mine. So
All right, listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
I'm filling house JD. I'm gonna bang my own cat and my mother.
My father. Fuck my father.
And my brother.
Listen, we're going to take a quick... We're going to take a quick break for empanada. No, and I'll be right... We're going to take a quick break. We'll come right back. A 2-minute break. Let me get my drink. Everybody go do what you got to do. Go to bathroom break. Smoke a cigarette. Whatever you got to do. Be back in 2 minutes. All right, guys. When we come back, we're going to play a game. I got a good game for... Tommy NC's got to guess what we're doing. And it's a cool game. He's got to guess what sound. What is the sound? You'll see. I'll explain the rules when we get back.
Oh my God, honey, get some more fish. We got a game
Yep.
coming up.
I'll explain the rules when we get back. And we'll have a lot of fun with the no pickle game coming up next, guys. Stick around.
All right. Have fun.
Hey, I'm sorry for all the pain.
When you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. You and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, you and I, we got history. Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the motherfucking house.
Yo. That's right.
Robot style. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Remix. Yeah.
We're going to play the Tommy NC Guess What the Sound Is game coming up right now. Tommy's got to guess the sound. And he wins a free t-shirt if he gets it right. But we got a shitload of people on with us right now. We got the great Joe Cronin. We got Swamp Ass Podcast. Billy Crystal Meth. We got Alex Payne in the house. Tommy. We got Christian. Shots Fired Christian in the house, who's fucking brutal. Guy's brutal. This Saturday before Christmas Eve. All right, so Tommy, you there? How you feeling? You look like you're chugging some stuff down over there. What are you drinking?
Just some fruit punch, and I just had me a pickle.
Oh my God, he had a fucking pickle again. He had a fucking pickle again.
How can you eat fruit punch and eat a pickle at the same time?
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Why? But it's like two different flavors, though.
It's just an even flavor.
No, it's not an even flavor. That's the thing. It's not an even flavor.
Tommy, you are doing a good job with that pickle. Slowly eat it, sweetie. Slowly.
Hey, bukkake, baby.
Tommy.
Yum.
Tommy, pickles and fruit punch don't go together.
You're gonna have an enema.
What kind of bagel do you like? Pumpernickel?
Pickles, Tommy. I want to see your pickle.
Damn, Billy Crystal Meth, you're looking for some D, huh? Oh, shit. Motherfucker looking for that dick on... Coming on YouTube. Looking for a motherfucking D on the YouTube.
Come on.
Show this motherfucker some D. Take your motherfucking D out. Take your D out right now.
Dave out.
Let me tell you something, man. People who wear fedoras, they don't get no pussy.
Yeah, Tommy.
It blocks them. The fedora actually blocks them from getting pussy. And then you know what it makes them do? It makes them brag about getting pussy.
It's true.
It's true.
Podcast that's supposedly about dating, but yet the host doesn't go on dates and only fucks married men.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wait, which show is that? I have to see this.
That's Rump Ass.
It is that well ass.
It's called Whale Off. It's called a Whale Off.
Right here in the Long Island Sound.
It's called a Whale Off. It goes like this.
Every day out here in the Long Island Sound. It's crazy. She jumps out of the water and she feels a big splash.
I lift too much. And I lift way too much. Come and see my show. I'm a fucking star. I want to be a star. No matter what the fuck I do and no matter who I step on, I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna suck and fuck my way up to the top of the ladder. I'm just gonna bury your pee-pee in my face. When I go on these shows, I live just like this. I live just like this. I live just like this. I know so many guys that would fuck me in my eye.
Coming this Oscar season, Tommy 2010 NC Channel stars in Sweet Gherkin. It's the story of his pickle.
Sweet Gherkin this summer, guys.
This summer, a movie among movies, starring Tommy NC 2010 in Sweet Gherkin. Tommy was a guy looking for some love and some action. She was a heterosexual with a penis. They hooked up and they formed together to make this love affair comedy this fall. Sweet Gherkin.
A lot of pickles were heard in the making of this movie.
With the great Tommy NC 2010 as the leading role and director in the movie.
Oh, you guys are fired! You're all fired!
I have been working on this feature 25 years in this community of film, and I can't take it anymore.
Fuck this community! Fuck this community! Fuck this community, eh? Hey, fuck this community, eh? Hey, fuck you, eh? I'm MK Ultraman! I am MK Ultraman. I was sent here to save the world from MK Ultra. When I became MK Ultraman, someone blew a load on my chest. That's how I was able to stick these letters to my chest with a hot load. Once the cum hit my skin, I became MK Ultraman!
Now, Ken, you're not allowed to talk about him, Ken.
With my trusty M and K, I go all around the world and save people from MK Ultra!
And you're not allowed to glorify him and give him attention, Ken.
I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm the champion.
Oh my god, it's gone to his head.
It's gone right to my head, man.
Dickhead.
Once, I saw a penis. It fell into my mouth. And later on that night, I became MK Ultraman. I fell in love with John Travolta, man.
John Travolta,
And then one day somebody said you should pick up a pack of some contraband. And then I said I have the MK Ultraman on my underwear. It's an Ultra. Tommy, I like to shave my ass and fuck my dick and tuck my dick between my legs. And I like to go upstairs and shave my legs and run up to my mother and my father. I love to fuck cats on their back. I want to fuck this fucking cat right here. I want to eat this cat out to where, oh my god, spread open the cat fucking legs. I feel the fucking claws go into my skin. But I fucking love it, because I love it hard and raw with a cat on the floor. Put your fucking needle skin on the door. Yo, fuck that fucking cat in its ass. MK Ultra got no class. Nasty white piece of trash.
I love to fuck these fucking cats. Tuesday. I want an apology on Tuesday.
Have we heard from him lately?
No.
That's a good thing, huh? That's a good thing. Fuck that guy.
He's got a girlfriend, so now he's been ignoring his
Oh.
stuff like that.
He's got something else on his mind now, huh?
What kind of bagel do you...
He's got something else on his mind now, huh?
Winning.
He's sacrificing all that pussy. Christian, you call me?
Who would win in a fight? Tom's and X's MK Ultraman or Estelle Dirazno?
Estelle gonna win, man. I want to play this game with Tommy. Tommy, you down?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? You got to guess the sound.
Okay.
All right, so let's see if you can guess this sound here. Hold on. Let me get this thing up.
You go,
Let
Tom.
me get my cock up. Hold on. Where is this fucking thing?
Oh, Leah said he posted the other day that he had something personal going on, so he didn't post any content. So that's like the 700th time that's happened.
He's doing that a lot now, huh?
He's got a case of the farts.
He does it almost every.
But
fucking
yeah, they'll
month.
cash in that money at the end of the month. Oh, you bet your ass that.
Mm-hmm.
There's anybody that don't give a fuck. It's him. It's crazy.
All right, Tommy, listen. You ready? What's this? You ready?
Woo!
Oh my god.
Woo!
It sounds like somebody has their mouth duct taped.
Woo!
Green minds.
You don't know what that was?
What was that?
Tommy looks like Saturday Night fucking Fever. What the fuck?
He hate me. He hate me.
Woo!
You don't know who that is? That's one of your close friends.
Oh my god.
That sounds like. Oh, I almost gave it away.
Woo!
I know who that is. Can I win if I guess it?
Yeah, why not?
Go ahead, Tommy.
I can't think of somebody that. Wait a minute. Sam Rasmus.
No. Ken, can I try?
Yeah.
James Worley.
Yup. I grabbed that off the internet. This is actually his voice.
I recognize that cocksmoker anywhere.
Woo!
Why was he saying that for exactly?
He sounds like a gay Yeti.
He was a gay Yeti.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
No, this is James.
What's 9 plus 10?
You,
21.
You have to listen to me no matter the cost, and
Abraz
will
on
manipulate
fleek.
you no matter
Abraz on
That
fleek.
wasn't funny, Tommy.
Yeah. Stop
Tommy, how
making
many
jokes. You're making me
t-shirts did you sell?
depressed.
Can I talk to Tommy?
I'm
Can
legally
I talk to
blind.
Tommy? Can I talk
I'm
to
legally
Tommy, please?
blind.
Can I talk to Tommy?
I'm legally blind.
Can
Oh my god, I love Chipotle.
this is Tran. Tran is on the phone. Can I talk to Tommy, Ken?
Hey, aren't you
Hey,
been
Tommy.
saying it?
Tommy?
Yeah.
Hey, kids, Patricia!
Yeah.
Why you so fake, Tommy? Why you so fake, Tommy?
Tommy.
Wow.
Tom.
Why you so fake, Tommy? Why you so fake, Tommy?
Tommy. You
Why you so
alright?
fake, Tommy? You'd always be so fake,
Tommy, I got more noises here. You have to guess who they are.
Okay.
I'm so depressed.
Tommy, you alright?
Yeah, fine. That's me having a nervous breakdown.
Tommy, how many t-shirts you sold?
Tommy, how many t-shirts did you sell? Drum roll.
I haven't checked exactly.
How many was on the last time you checked?
I really haven't sold any exactly.
No?
And look what we said 3 weeks ago.
You haven't said exactly?
Yeah,
Not
fuck
tell
you
them
all.
exactly.
That's
Yo.
all I gotta say about that.
Eugene, I would get you in here, man,
Tommy,
but it's
I
not
could've
letting me
made
let
that
you in.
t-shirt.
It doesn't give me the option to let you in, bro, for some
I
reason.
sold 7 shirts. How are you going to sell any more than that, you know?
Yeah, it won't let me let him
Hey,
in.
Tommy, how's your fucking neck?
How's your neck?
It doesn't exist.
Oh, there it is. I had to accept you as a friend.
Oh, God.
Eugene. Gene, we're cool. If you call again, I'll get you in. Look who just came in here.
Hey, this is Stace, man. How's your fucking neck?
How's your fucking neck, Stacy?
How's your fucking neck, Stacy, huh? How's your fucking neck? Yeah, it's doing fine. Doing fucking fine.
What'd you just say? What'd you just
Dirty
say?
Santa Claus.
Oh, fuck.
Huh?
My fucking...
Is that a noise?
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Tony, sing a song with me. Sing I Got
And a
You,
Happy
Baby.
New Year.
I got you, babe.
Tommy, what's that from?
What's up?
And Happy New Year.
Okay, it depends on what. Play the whole entire clip.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Home
and a
Alone 2.
Happy New Year.
Home Alone 2.
There's pandemonium going on in my kid's bedroom right now.
What's that from?
There's pandemonium going on in my kid's bedroom right now.
That's from Justin Bailey.
There's pandemonium going on in my kid's bedroom right now.
One of the most
go after him. Well, the
one
one
of the
funny thing
clusterfuck
was,
episodes
guys.
that he's had.
Oh, for Christ's sake, man.
Scream like that, my daughter's like down here awake.
Yo, Ken.
Yo.
Yo, let me tell you something. My school was doing a clothing drive for Christmas, and you could donate shirts and stuff.
Mhm.
So I took it upon myself to donate my 2 JD shirts I used to have.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
So a
little
little boy is gonna be wearing a
Hey,
JD shirt.
Busaki,
and
baby.
get the fuck out.
So you actually had 2
I had it
JD
because
shirts.
I used to be a big fan of them when I was younger.
Wow. So you were a JD fan, huh?
But then I found Joe, and that's when shit changed.
Sounds weird, dude.
I know.
Why is it weird?
But then I found Joe, and that's when shit changed. The new Joe program.
Shit changed for him.
Everything is creeping me out tonight. I don't know what's going on in your show, Kevin, but what is going on here? Like,
Shit changed for him, Joe.
yeah.
It changed.
I changed my pants.
And lives.
No, but he obviously wasn't getting the wrestling that he wanted. And when he found your channel, shit
Well,
got
no,
better.
I found it from out of nowhere. I found Joe from out of nowhere. I'm like, this guy's better.
And then you started watching Joe?
And then I started watching Monetize This. and
You've been watching
around-
Joe for like 2 years, right?
I found Joe near WrestleMania 32. That's like
Oh, okay.
the time frame when I found Joe. And then I've been watching then, and then Ken, you came into the picture around like, I don't know, February, March this year.
Yeah, it was about about that, yeah. Joe.
And that's when I was like, all right, this is my shit now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know how anybody could watch JD. I really don't, man.
Yeah, I can't listen to him anymore.
Joe, you pick up a lot of people, huh? I noticed a lot of people say they found you from WrestleManias.
Yeah, because WrestleMania nights are like the biggest show of the year.
It is, right?
Almost all my WrestleMania videos do over 100,000 views.
I actually found you from OK Fair.
Oh, so there you go.
Damn.
I found Joe through Wrestling with Regret.
Oh, see?
I feel like I should sing a song. I found Joe.
I found Joe.
Joe passed out in the bathroom.
I found Joe.
Bobby!
No. It's got to go like this. You got to do it like this.
No Cronin's what?
You got to do it like this. You got to go. Wait, look. I can't even talk now. The fuck, dude.
He's sitting on a vibrator, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Oh, I just stuck a bunny rabbit in my ass.
I found Joe.
Tricks are for kids. Tricks are for kids.
I found Joe.
I found Joe.
Hey, Joe, Merry Christmas.
When I found Joe.
In Amy's butthole.
I found Joe.
I found Joe.
When I found Joe.
Joe. I'm harmonizing. Go on.
Wait. When I found
Joe.
When I found When I found When I found
God.
I could say this even though I get shit on a lot. I do appreciate Joe and Ken. I do appreciate them.
Have a sandwich for crying out loud.
Oh my God! What the?
I'm tired of hearing sandwich, I'm getting shit on.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god, Billy Crystal Meth going in.
Oh my god!
He just put a heel.
The hell just happened?
Wow.
He just put a heel.
Get your hamster friend to give you a hug. Sit down, have a drink, have a sandwich. Everyone's happy. Nobody's shitting on nobody. There will be no poop or nothing. That's disgusting, first of all. A visual I don't want.
Hey, did your giant use you as a footstool in that movie? Because you're so
Stop
fucking
trying to
short.
use jokes. Darling, your jokes don't work. They're terrible. I saw you stand up. I saw it. I tried. I will write you material if you want. I will. Free for Christmas. It's the holidays. Here's some jokes. Let me throw them at you.
Tommy as the Baconator.
Oh god.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Wait for him.
Neither do I half the time, but I talk about it anyway. That's what's important.
oh, since we're getting cranked off here in the interview,
Damn.
Where the hell did everybody go?
I'm right here.
Like, everything got all awkward.
I was enjoying that.
we're trying.
Now, Tommy, I have an opportunity for you. We can write jokes that are so funny, people will laugh. They won't sit there and go, oh my god, I feel uncomfortable, honey, we should leave. No, they'll sit there and they'll laugh. I can help you with this, my friend. Let me help you. Help me help you.
Okay, Jerry Maguire.
How much do you pay that place to let you talk?
I don't pay him anything.
I know, they're scared.
Oh, that's bad.
They must be going out of business.
It's an open mic.
Tommy, what if we really gave you material? Like, all of us, you know, wrote some jokes down. You took the best of the best jokes.
That would be good. Tommy, let me just try. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just going to give you an idea here. When you start your routine, not stay, I'm going to try to make you laugh tonight, folks. That's not a way to open a show. You just go in and say the joke. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. You're not listening to me.
I'm
Do I need
listening.
to shake you? Do I need to make you a sandwich?
I don't think he needs another one of those.
But this time it's not a ketchup packet, it's a relish packet.
Exactly.
Oh.
Tommy, if you can stand up now, I'm going to come over there, and I'm not going to give you any sandwiches.
Tommy, what are you doing?
I'm
Tommy,
sitting here.
stop
I'm listening. I have my headphones on.
You're not listening because I don't hear you responding.
I'm responding. I say,
When people listen,
Tommy,
they
do you
respond.
not
They
do you
don't
not
say-
want to be here? Like, you could play along,
Fine,
and
I'm sitting here. I'm listening.
I mean, you could play along and say shit back, or just be pissy and be, I don't want to fucking hear this shit. It's up to you. I wouldn't be mad.
Pissy.
I'm saying you can be pissy if you want.
We want you to be pissy. We want you to urinate
He's
on us.
listening to porn. He's listening to porn.
Everybody needs some coffee tonight, man.
I know.
Winning.
Good porn is somebody needs to jerk off.
Now, Tommy, I have a lot to do tonight. I have to think, but I am here for you. I am here for you.
Oh shit!
I believe I can fly. Sing it with me, Tommy. I believe I can fly.
That's from all that mess.
I believe I can fly.
Yeah.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Oh,
I
shit.
think about you every night and day.
Oh, man.
Spread your wings and fly away. I believe I can soar.
Whoa.
I see you running through those
Feel the
open
tears from your
Holy
Think
fuck.
about you every night and day.
Damn,
Spread
son.
your wings and fly away. I believe I can
Oh
fly.
god, you got him started.
Hey, Tommy.
See? Now
Hey,
come
Tom.
out of the closet.
Tommy.
I believe you can
What?
fly.
I believe you're a fag. I believe that you're some guys. You stick Hamza's mouth on your
Oh no.
You guys with the fake joke here. Stop here.
I
I'm here for
believe
Tommy.
Joe Crone's an e-beggar. Holding
Oh,
on to all
whoa.
pennies. Come on and donate.
Oh my god.
I'm
shots fired.
Tommy's channel was dying. Tommy's channel had no views on it. Keemstar was right.
Why did you do
Right.
that, Tommy? Why did you go into that whole negative spin? I thought you were all about positivity.
Yeah.
Mr. Positive, talk to me here.
You can take your positivity and shove it right into you and me. I'm not positive no more. No. I'm not positive no more. I'm not positive no more. I hate everything and everybody. Yeah, I used to say things like be positive. Stay calm and like everybody and hit the like button and subscribe. But now I say I wanna fucking die. I wanna give up on life. I wanna beat my wife. I wanna take drugs and fall on my face. And lay out my front yard till the morning. People are waking up and go to work. I'm coming home drunk. Drunk off my motherfucking ass. I can't walk straight at night. It's too dark and I can't see. Where the fuck are my keys? And it's somebody walking behind me. You follow me home late at night, put balloons on my front door. Knock on that bitch. Yeah, they knock on my front door and leave balloons. With threats on them balloons, telling me I'm looking at you and I can see everything you fucking do. Take this balloon and shove it up your ass. I ain't fake as fuck. I'm hashtag real as fuck. Yeah. Look at my hair, bitch. Got my own studio. I got my own studio. Got my own apartment. I'm doing my own thing. You motherfuckers live in your mother's basements like JD. Fuck that. I'm more of a man than half of you motherfuckers will ever be. But yet you still make fun of me. And you put points on the board to get rid of me. Unmonetize this. Fucking faggots. You can have it. I was drinking all alone with my light on in my house. And I don't give a fuck 'cause I throw up in your mouth. Homo ass.
Winning.
Oh my God.
Support and stay HIV positive.
Oh my God, Ken.
Wow.
You had to go.
Buy my t-shirt.
Hey, Tiffany will have that soon.
Oh God.
Tiffany's got a bunt. She's got a new song coming out, Tiffany. Tiffany's song is called Oompa Loompa Ass. It's called
backstabbing whale cunt.
Yeah, it's called Whale Loompa Ass. A Loompa Loompa Ass.
Monkey and the whale.
Apparently, she hooked up with all these dudes that rap now. And Tiffany's like the girl in the middle who like she twerks.
Oh God.
She
You don't need to
twerks.
damage the concrete.
Yeah, Tiffany, twerk that ass, girl. I just got married about a half hour ago. Yo, you can take that dick real fucking slow. I just got engaged about a half hour ago. Half hour ago. Yo, Tiffany, take that dick a half hour ago. I'm a married man, say married man. I got 2 kids, I'm a married man. Take that dick up in your hand. Fuck, only man that married man. Oh shit, yeah, that's right, I forgot. You a big whale ass bitch. You got a bark up under your tits, looking like a big flapjack today. Fuck that bitty, look at that nasty ditty. Big fat fucking ass, chocolate half white ass, said nasty walking right, fucking past me nasty, stankin' fucking trashy. Your mama is so classy, go around hitting like buttons, dislike buttons, baby frontin', buying your subs, bitch. You must be something. When your man walk around with a Kango on, with a motherfucking Kango on, and can't get laid, talk about go about every club up in the U.S. He goes on every aeroplane up in the U.S. But still he can't get laid. But I tell you how he got laid 4, 5, 6 last week. Fuck that, you ain't fucking see no shit, you ain't see no sleep. You you's a hoe, more hoe, closet fag. Closet bitch, closet fag, closet hag.
Subscribe, support, and stay HIV positive.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to support. And stay HIV positive. Yeah. That's right. I wear a fedora, but I ain't been laid in 10 years. But I'ma tell you how to take care of your relationship. Listen to me. I'ma tell you how to do what you gotta do to make a girl feel so nice every night. Keeping girls tight. I got 5 or 6 girls on my tip. Yo, and none of them are illiterate. Fuck that. Y'all take a muskrat. I smell this bitch pussy and it smells just like a muskrat. Roadkill. Roadhead with the roadkill. You smell like roadkill, bitch. You fucking dead? I went down in the pants, she gave me head. When I smelled that pussy, bitch, I thought that you was fucking dead. Unless you was my homeboy Fred, his asshole smelled like pina colada on a hot day. Yo, I get paid every day. Tiffany, drop it low and bring it to the flow. You gotta laugh to make me put a bullet in my head. Every time I hear you laugh, I wish I did. Nasty, looking so puffy and passy. You're so puffed up you can't see your eyes, bitch. Yo, man, why you look so swollen? Is it cause the dicks you rolling, dicks you eating, and dicks you swallowing? Cum guzzling, slut buzzering, with some cum guzzling on it. Yo, man, you know you buying subs, right? You know you just spent $200 on like 500 subs, right? But guess what? Only 5 people saw your video. Stupid bitch. You can have those numbers. You can try to just switch it up and make people think you actually growing. When you and me, we both knowing you ain't going nowhere. You buy shit, you paid for it, you paid for it. You go out something for it. For the subs, you tell them, yo, just sub to my channel. Here's my card, here's a mug, here's a pen, here's a shirt, here's a friend, oh a friend. Until I don't need you though, I'ma jerk off and leave your stuff. Then you ain't gonna make me a mod. I'll be up in your fucking chat like, yo, here's the link to my fucking channel. Hit the like button. We ain't getting laid, but we gonna tell you how to take care of a woman, and he's gonna tell you how to take care of a man, cause he's a closet fag. Yeah. We got my man Salrex in the house too. Salrex, what's up, man?
Hey man, my daughter is sick, man. My daughter is not too good.
Hey man, I got a job at Home Depot now, man. I'm working at Home Depot doing my thing. Yeah. I do my thing at Home Depot on a weekend. Sometimes more weed with my weekend. Then my weed friends. Yes, I only see them on a weekend. I do my artwork and the fuck fork and that fuck fart. Let me see your fat ass twerk. Oh yes, Tiffany. You can jump right on it and sit right on it there for me. Oh, we have phone sex. Oh, Jess. Oh, yes. Oh, I wonder what the fuck your big D look like chest. Ugh, I wanna smell your pepperoni. Oh yes, Tiffany, you my main cabroni.
Oh my god, dude.
Salrex, bro.
Oh no, dude.
What a cunt Salrex turned out to be.
Dude, I can't believe him. Dude, Salrex goes like this. Hey, man, I need money to buy my kid something for Christmas. I'm like, okay. So what do you want me to throw you, man? You know, you give me that artwork, right? And he's like, yeah, no doubt. Throw him the money. I get nothing. It's all right. As long as he bought, you know, I'll pay $30 to find out somebody's not my friend. That's worth $30 to me. You know what I mean?
Anything.
It seems like that Will's a puppet master because he's got James and Salrex as their puppets.
Hey, listen, I never had a problem with Salrex ever. And you know what? You could even ask Salrex. I never once said Tiffany's name to him, not once. Not once. So, obviously something was said to him like, you know, God only knows what was said to him, but all right, whatever. You know?
Nah, Bob,
Wait,
you know what it
he wants
is?
to
They're them
fuck
sucker
the
fishes that
the
suck
whale
on
now?
the side of the wheel.
Huh?
You get some whale pussy?
Yo, you know what Tommy looks like tonight? Tell me he doesn't look like. Tell me he does not look like fucking
VeggieTales?
Han Solo right now.
Oh my God.
Am I right? Look at him.
He looks like Rapist Silver.
He has like the tan shirt with the black vest. Look at him.
He looks like a movie producer that's about to rape somebody at a Hollywood film.
You know who he looks like? Wait, what's that movie producer's name again? They got fucking...
Weinstein.
Weinstein?
That's who he looks like right now. Look, Weinstein, bro.
If he made porn.
Shut the fuck up and take your pants off. Say that.
Tommy, go. Shut the fuck up and take your pants off.
He looks like a diabetic Eric Cartman.
Oh my God, Christian, you're terrible.
Jesus Christ, Christian.
You like to suck my balls.
Oh my God.
How would you like to suck my balls? How would you like to suck on my balls? Suck my balls, Kenny. Kenny, you poor, Kenny. Kenny, you so
Screw you
poor.
guys, I'm giving him.
Screw you guys and get him. Screw you guys, I'm gonna him. I'm gonna him.
Winning.
Screw you guys.
JP Baker 91. JP.
Hey guys, would have been here sooner but hanging out with my grandson.
Damn, you was a grandfather, motherfucker? Would you kidding me? Damn near 40 years old. Motherfucker's a grandfather? Well, shout out to you, man. You're a grandfather. That's nice.
Happy Christmas to your grandchildren.
I watched this show the other day, 16 and pregnant.
Oh my God.
And the chick's mother was 15 and pregnant when she had her. So now here she is at 31. The daughter's 16, right? No, 32 years old. The mother's 32. The daughter's 16. And the kid just was born. So the mother is not the mother. Actually, the grandmother now is a grandmother at 32 years old. How fucking insane is that to be a grandparent at 32 years old?
It's hot.
There's a girl I know.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck you, Grandma.
21.
Oh yeah, Grandma. Oh.
That's how you get gifts.
I'm gonna put MK Ultra inside you. Oh, fuck yeah. Hey, Joe, did you manage to see what he stuck that MK to his chest with, Joe?
No, I didn't.
Joe.
Is it a picture of me?
It might be. Look, let's take a quick look here, folks. Do you guys see? Do you guys see what I see when I look at this? Watch, I'm gonna blow it up again here, guys. Look, check this out, guys.
Oh God.
I think it looks like a hot load, guys. You can see right in the middle of the K there where the K cuts off when it has the two side K, the side slants on a K. Right in the middle of those side slants looks like a hot load right there.
Oh.
It's funny, Hot Load is my daughter's name.
I knew he used cum to hang things.
Look at that. Yes, he always used cum when he used to hang up your things in the background. You remember when he used to hang up like your face and all that shit for Monetize This?
Yeah.
That was always made with love. It was hung with love.
Yeah.
It was made with the next generation.
It was made with nectar. MK nectar.
He's actually in bed.
Cake nectar.
It was made with cake
Instead
nectar.
of you got it at cake, you got it at cum.
You know, it's very good on a salad.
It was made with cake nectar. Look, I got Ultra on my underwear.
Got it at cum? Oh my gosh.
And I got an M and a K on my chest. That makes me MK Ultraman. I'm able to leap a chick in one single bound.
Jesus.
JD's cats. I wanna just do things with cats, and I wanna do things with cats. Tings.
I want to do. He goes to the shrink. The shrink's like this. The shrink's like, so what brings you here? And he's like,
I want to do bad things.
Well, what kind of bad things do you want to do?
I want to do really bad things, and I don't know how to stop myself from doing these things.
And the guy's like, can I just ask you a real question? What the fuck is a ting?
You know, tings.
No, I don't know what that means. What? You're not from where I'm from, so you don't know what a ting is. No. Listen, I hope there's nowhere in this world that you have to be from to understand what a ting is. Okay, you fucking idiot. The fuck is a ting?
You make fun of it, Mr. Axeman.
And then he finally turns around and he goes, "A ting, it could be any ting." And now,
ting that we do.
Now the guy's just like, you know what? You fuck cats, don't you? And he knew it right then and there. He was like, I'm dealing with a cat fucker. And there's nothing I can do about it. You can't arrest the guy.
Their ting, my ting, and this ting is tinging all over.
There's tings everywhere. There's tings happening. There's all kinds of tings that are happening.
Ring ting ting ting.
Ring ting ting. And the #1 podcast ting. You know what I mean? I got a lot of tings going on. I got this ting going on with this one, and I got that ting going on with the #1 podcast ting.
Hey, what does the fox say? Ring ting 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 ting.
Sorry.
What does JD say? Ting 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 ting.
You know, Ken, I was just thinking about something. I think if anybody was ever to...
In cow, say what? I'm sorry.
All right, let's play the game, guys. Let's play a new game, guys. We're going to play a game called How Did... All right, well, it's going to bring it on to the show now, guys. We're going to bring it on to the show. We're going to play a new game called How Did Tofany Fuck You Over? And everybody's going to get a shot to tell us how Tofany fucked them over. I'll take phone calls, everything. You guys call in. Tell me how Tofany fucked you over. Call in and let's find out how Tofany fucked you over. We're going to go with the first person we're going to go with tonight with Tofany. How did Tofany fuck me over? The first person we're going to go with tonight is going to be the one and the only Alex Payne. PB Payne. PB Payne in the house. Alex Payne.
Okay.
We want to know how
Tofany fucked you over.
How did Tofany fuck you over?
Well, she didn't really fuck me over recently, but I know there was a time long ago when I was still new, and everybody knows she has this. Everybody knows she has this disease or whatever, this RSD. So I decided to message
fake ass
her.
disease, right?
Yeah. So I decided to message her, and I was asking her, I just asked her if how she was feeling about it and everything, because she only shares it on Twitter every day at that point.
Yeah.
So I think it's nothing wrong with me asking her.
Yeah, you being a
she
friend.
had depression because of it or whatever. Yeah. And she flips out on me and blocks me because I asked her if she had what?
So she flipped out on you and blocked you just because you asked her how she felt, how she was feeling.
Pretty much, yeah.
Dude, that's fucked up, man.
That's when I knew she was crazy. After that, I always was very hesitant.
That was Alex Payne and his How Did Tofany Fuck You Over? Next person we're going to have on Tofany, How Did Tofany Fuck You Over, is the one and only Dr. Earl, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Earl.
Hey, everybody.
Dr. Earl, how are you, sir? Dr. Earl, we have one question. We got one question for you, Dr. Earl. How did Tofany fuck you over?
Well, we let's put them both on blast. Well, Tiffany, what I found out, was talking smack about me, saying I was probably retarded because of the way I used to speak when I first started calling in on that show.
Man.
And I also found out from Paulina, God bless her, shout out to her as well, that every now and then when I was on the program, James would read a few chapters from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
I thought he was doing it as a little joke, but I found out he was actually making fun of me because of my autism.
What a fucking scumbag. That guy gets on his fucking high horse.
Yeah.
Gets on his high horse. Trying to make... At least when we do it on this show, we do it right in front of the fucking person. This guy's trying to read shit off, acting like he's the only one in on the fucking secret. Damn, man. That's pretty fucked up. And you were a loyal listener from day one with them, right?
Exactly. In fact, it was that particular program how I became awkwardly a fan of Joe Cronin that one night.
Wow.
Yeah. Props up to you, Joe.
See how that goes, man?
Man. Yeah.
I had no idea I really didn't know that's where he came from, Doctor. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's how Tofany fucked you over.
Time I stole somebody from someone else's audience.
Hey, guess what, man? We also got another person coming in. He wants to chime in here on How Did Tofany Fuck You Over. And we got the one and only Gina in the house. What's up, Gina?
Oh, shit.
Gina, how did Tiffany fuck you over?
Where do I even start with this bitch? Okay, first of all, she has me and a few other people. I won't name names, but I'm pretty sure people know who we are.
Okay.
We were supporting her. We were behind her. Everything all like that.
Yeah.
This bitch lies to us tooth and nail every single day. Every day we had questions, and she kept on lying. Until finally we wised up, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she...
On from that, I find out that this bitch is calling me a dick-riding whore behind my back.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Ironically, it's really funny because I've been single for 4.5 years, and here come to find out the stupid whore is, riding married dicks all over the place. Like
Yeah, right? She's talking about you and what you're doing in your life. Yeah. She's worried about what you're doing and how you, people perceive you. But meanwhile, she can't even keep her own fucking house in order.
Exactly. Yeah, and lastly, apparently I was obsessed with her co-host. Fucking gag me.
Oh, God.
Oh, please. Are you kidding me? Please. That fucking dude, when he comes in and goes, I'm normally wearing a suit because I normally wear a suit. And I get laid. I get laid everywhere I go. I get laid in every state, every fucking city. Meanwhile, people who brag about it don't get laid, all right? Especially a dude wearing a fedora with fucking rabbit cheeks. So please.
Reading from a child's book.
Wow, so I can't believe that, Gina. And I got to tell you, man, you were a supporter of hers like early on as well, man, like really early.
Yeah, I
was.
You want to know something? The reason I never said anything to any of you guys and I never said anything on air was because I did not want to get in the middle of anything with you guys. I said, you know what? Listen, let Tiffany say what she's going to say and let those guys see that I'm not saying shit. You know what I mean? And then they'll figure it out who's who and what's what. And, man, I cannot believe how many people now are seeing her for what she truly is, man.
Well, and, it really fucked her.
Oh, sorry, Gina. Do you remember how long it took me to get you to realize what was going on?
You were right. I said it, man. I said I was sticking up for her at one point, man. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah, and Joe, I'm sorry, man. I apologize for this, but I bought into her shit.
Yeah.
I left her show. That's what pisses me the fuck off. I left Joe's show, a show that I enjoyed the fucking content on. Okay, and like I said, I apologize for that now because I know I was wrong. But because I bought into her shit.
Yeah.
And here to find out she was just lying and talking shit and all that stuff. And I've stayed quiet about this shit for long enough, but that fucking cunt bag needs to be blown out of the fucking ass. I am so fucking done with this shit.
I see everybody too. Like me and Ken. I mean, Ken's getting bigger now too, and we see everybody. And sometimes it's like when a smaller show comes out, you know what I mean? You kind of gravitate a little bit to that because you get more voice and it's a little bit more, interactive in a way, you get more community. And that happens sometimes. But we see you guys, I see everybody, like Gina, when you were gone, we notice for sure. We don't talk about everything, but I mean, we appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, definitely.
It was really fucking hurtful because I talked to this girl every day, every fucking day, you guys, from 8 a.m. until the time the bitch went to bed. She was messaging me, whining about something.
And look at Heather, too. Heather had a 4-year relationship with her, and, she was dropped flat on her face. And then not only was she dropped, but Tiffany, I can't call her Niffany anymore. We got to call her by a different name, Niffany or whatever the fuck you want to call her.
Let's call her
Homewrecker. You want to call her Homewrecker?
Let's call it the pair.
But Homewrecker, she then went to everybody in the community and told everybody in the community, don't be friends with Heather. Don't talk to her. Don't this, that. And I was one of the people who were like, why though? I was right away, why? 2 days ago, she was your best friend. Why? Oh, well, she was talking shit about you and this person and that person. I'm like, she's talking shit about me? Yeah, talking shit about you.
She was bashing her on Twitter.
So... that's how that went. And I saw her do that with a couple of different people to the point where I was like, whoa, man, this chick's a fucking, deceptive, fucking just, like a ringleader. She fucking starts, like you said, Gina, she kind of convinced you to leave something you liked to interact with and you liked to watch and, painted this whole false, bullshit up about anybody that she just didn't like anymore, whether it be Joe or JD, because that's what it was for me. She used to flip-flop back and forth between Joe and JD, and I'd be like, listen, you got to pick what the fuck you like and what you don't like. It's like 1 week you're friends with JD, you don't like Joe. The next week I'm friends with Joe again. Joe is cool with me, and now JD can go fuck himself. You know, and then the next week I was just like, it's just too much. You know, it was just too much.
She was talking shit about me also.
Oh yeah, I
also heard that she had the hots for Young Republican.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit. A lot of shit going around. I mean.
She talked so And like when that stuff went down, like with her and Joe at first, when that stuff went down, I wasn't on the show that night, so I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, she told me and a few other people that like Joe went off on her for no reason and all this shit, and that's the thing. We could never get the other side of the story. Like she would never tell us the fucking truth.
Well, look who just came in, the one and only tattooed mistress to talk about how did
Tofany fuck you over? Tofany.
Good evening, my friends.
So how did
You're
Tofany?
doing good, sweetie.
How did Tofany fuck you over?
Oh my God! Apparently,
we got all night on this one.
Apparently, it was a 2 or 3 month long plan she had in action.
Yeah. Well, can I tell you when that was all going down, she was saying, like, warming me up to the idea of she wasn't going to speak to you anymore. And then
oh yeah, apparently her idea was right after SummerSlam she was going to dead me. She was going to block me. She was not going to talk to me anymore. It's like, dude, I talked wrestling with your crush because your crush and I have more knowledge on the subject. I didn't want to fuck him. That's all you.
Oh man, what a twisted fucking story this bitch weaved, huh?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just look how many people are here that have had problems with her. Like, just think about it. This is a small fraction. This is a small fraction of people. And if she thinks that we believe all these new people are in your chat, yeah, there's like 5 or 6 different people in your chat. Like, the community, you didn't leave a community and go to another one. You're still a part of this community. And these people that went to your show when you first started doing it are all supporters. Now, the people that you have over there now, don't sit there and say, these are my new, these are my new listeners. These are the new people here, because there's only 5 of them. So, and there really only is. I'm not even trying to be a dick about the numbers. There really legitimately is only like 4 or 5 people that are going in there for every show. You know what I mean? And it's stop. And her numbers just keep getting inflated. They just keep going up. They just keep going
views. Up. That's the funnier part.
Yeah. The views don't even break 90. They don't even break 90. Heather, I wanted to congratulate you because I looked at it the day later and I saw you had 400 and some views, right? And she had 80. 80.
Last I
what I remember,
it
it was
483 views.
Well, she's got a few wells on Marble Mouth Club.
While Heather was broadcasting, she had about 50 people watching, and
yes, and she had 12 or 13.
Exactly.
How did that make you feel,
Hey,
Heather?
Ken, I'm gonna jump off here, man. But you have a good show.
Tommy,
okay?
I want to jump on. I want you to jump on it.
And I hope all you guys have a Merry Christmas, including you.
No,
Joe,
you too,
and
Tommy. I love you. Tommy, listen.
I love you.
Appreciation show next Saturday, Tommy. I want you to be here for the appreciation show. He's going to wear his underwear on the show that night. Next Saturday night, appreciation show. Tommy gets naked. Don't forget that.
Oh, God.
Tommy, I love you.
I'll corrupted later. I want to beat you off.
I love you, Tommy.
You want me to come on Corrupted, Joe?
Whoa. That was like he just got anointed, bro, right there.
I'm not.
He was like,
I'm just gonna go chill. But if you want me to come on Corrupted, let me know.
I was kidding. Go to bed.
Yo, Ken. Yo, I'm gonna jump off, but I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you guys.
Thank you,
and
bro.
Joe. And I just want to thank you guys for the year, because for 4 days into the year, I lost my grandma. Which
that sucks, dude.
Put a damper on me.
Yep.
But I found you guys, and I've had an escape, and I listened to you guys, and you guys really helped me through it.
Well, thank
So
you,
I
man.
just
You're a
wanna
big
thank you
part
for
of these
that.
shows, dude. You've created your own character, man, and someone who just fucking shoots bullets at people. So
That's what I do. But Joe, Ken, everybody on the show, happy holidays.
Happy holidays,
Merry
brother.
Christmas, Happy New Year.
holidays to you, man.
We'll see you soon, bro.
See you guys in 2018. Thanks for having me on. Love you guys.
Peace out, bro.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
That's racist.
So, but there's a lot of names, man. I mean, look at this. This is crazy because literally, Bobbitt, he was cool with her. You know, I was cool with her. Dr. Earl, you were in there.
Yeah, I was
Fucking
there. I was a fan from the
Gina.
actually from the second episode.
I mean, every one of us were, supportive as fuck. And one by one, every one of us got rubbed the right way, the wrong way.
I was
Which,
gonna say,
I'm happy to say that I think I'm the first victim.
yeah, you were, because she used to flip flop on you constantly, dude. It used to be 1 week she'd be like, "Fuck Joe, I never want to talk about him again. I'm not talking to him no more. He's pissing me off." Then the next day it was, I think I like Joe now, and JD's being a real dick lately. And I used to just be like, "Yo, you need to fucking pick like who you like or who you don't like, or just stop. Just stop."
Ken, I can tell you right now, she had trouble choosing between, do I want to keep watching him so I have stuff for my spank bank? Or do I want to...
Oh, man.
Wait, what?
Just to say, she told
Show on his...
Oh, no.
Joe,
My bad.
you didn't know?
I mean, she called it sounded like she wanted to have her pussy licked, but I mean, I don't know.
Oh, no,
What's
Joe,
That is if you can get
Joe,
skin.
she wanted your babies.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, well, I'm not the only one.
Well, you know what the sad part is, and you know damn well that she's trolling all the fucking chat. Because she used to do it when I used to Skype.
Well, let me tell you something. When you got your mother hitting the dislike
used
button.
to do it in Skype. Like, I mean, like, we would be, like, talking or whatever, and she's like, I'm done with Joe, blah, 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 fat heifer. And then you could hear his show in the fucking background.
Are you kidding me?
If you're done with him, then why the fuck are you watching? Like, like all it happened all the time.
Oh, I got one better for you. I said it on my own show. She fucking called me and sat there and said, Joe called me a whore. Oh my god. Why are you still watching him if you don't like him?
So fucking stupid.
The stupid thing is,
real. You have to do something crazy to me for me to call a girl a whore. You know what I mean?
Those two should fucking be together. I'm sorry.
That was the night where you lumped her, JD, and a couple other people on the same group, and it's just because it was something else, and you said that you stop being such fucking whores or something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
She was a fucking attention.
She needs to be with those two need to fucking be together, because they're on there giving advice about fucking relationships, and neither of them can hold down one. So how the fuck is anybody going on there and really listening to advice on relationships?
Learning anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Those are two people you want to do the opposite of. Do whatever the fuck they tell you to do. Do the opposite.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
When I guess I was still talking with Hippo, and she was on a call with Tiffany, and they were talking about how she was going to wrap a present up for Joe.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on 1 second. Gorilla Strong.
How's your fucking neck?
How's your fucking neck?
How's your fucking neck?
Shout out to Gorilla Strong.
So she was talking about wrapping a present up for Joe. So he's just talking about what the stuff she's going to get, and going to give Leah some stuff because she got to be in good terms with the wife.
I remember that.
Yeah, so he was like, "Oh my God, I wish he opened his damn P.O. box. I want him to find out what I gave him and stuff like that."
Stacy?
Stacy,
she talks about that every fucking time her and
Oh
I hang
God,
out.
I know.
You just shut the fuck up already. He'll open it when he has time.
I know.
But you know what? Her and the Hippo, they are just the fucking like, except one was a trailer trash piece of bitch shit who ain't had no fucking teeth, and the other one's a fucking fat ass who staying out. They're just the same.
No, Stacy, there's not much difference between the two.
They're just the same.
I'm surprised they're not lesbian lovers.
Oh my God.
I
know.
But there is one person on this call who has not had a turn to speak yet.
Oh yeah, we got a couple of people who haven't had turns to speak yet. Trust me.
Definitely.
I want to bring in six.
You're breaking up very badly.
Yo, 618.
Yo.
What's up?
What's going on?
What's going on?
A couple guys were saying that they wanted to call in, so I'm gonna hop off.
What's going on? I can't hear.
Gina's breaking. You're breaking up very badly.
Yeah, she's about to hang up.
She's gonna hop off. That's what she said.
Okay.
So internet's freaking out.
Oh, something's not right with the fucking numbers. But I heard the Gorilla Strong again. Hold on.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone with overweight eyelids before.
Overweight eyelids? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Oh my god.
My neck is fine, thanks for asking.
I'm glad your fucking neck is good.
We got a ton of fucking people calling in. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna bring the next person up on this. On how did
Tiffany fuck you over?
Mr. Bobbitt. Mr.
Oh,
Bobbitt.
Lord.
Mr. Bobbitt, how did Tiffany fuck you over?
Go Bobzilla.
She fucked me over in more ways than just one, Ken.
Yeah,
What?
I supported this woman since
You slept with her?
February. No, I didn't sleep with her, thank God.
I just ate her ass.
She turned me against Joe. She turned me against BSR. She turned me against Stacy. She even tried to turn me against you, Ken, and I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Hell, she wanted me to stop talking to Billy Ricky at one point in time.
Wow.
And, you know, behind my back, she kept saying I was untrustworthy and how I was a redneck and all this other shit. And I don't know how somebody can be that manipulative and have a co-host that is so egotistical that he won't accept the fact that he's wrong. He'll just accept the fact that he's always right.
Yeah.
Which in a relationship, that's not going to work. So that's why he hasn't got laid in 4 years.
Oh my god.
This it's bullshit.
You know
Joe,
what?
I'm sorry for not supporting
Dude.
you as much as I did, bro. She was in my head, and I'm glad that I'm now broke free of it, and I can actually support you now.
Well, dude. Oh shit, Mr. D Moon.
Joe, just send her a picture of your dick and tell her your cock fits her over bite like a puzzle piece.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
that's shit.
Yo, even D Moon.
Oh, man.
Listen, even D Moon is a guy who was friends with Tiffany, okay? All right.
He's the most laid back
Yes.
person on the
And you want to know another
planet.
laid back person that you can never think that would ever get in a fight with somebody or have beef with anybody? Now, I don't think she did anything personally to this guy, but I know James did, is Canadian Basement.
Yeah.
So,
she did
Yeah,
too.
I know.
Oh no, she sat there and put words in his mouth about me.
God, man.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
And
she
it's a big
fucking
welfare line against the Tiffany and shit.
She fucking sat there. The basement said that he thought I was ugly and that I thought I was mentally dating him.
God, man.
It's what the fuck is wrong
She
with
burnt
this
a
woman?
lot of bridges, man. She just did a lot of things that were grimy as fuck and could have handled a lot of situations a lot better. You know?
She could have just not been delusional.
Well, she still is. You know?
Yes.
So, you know, you're sitting there,
I'm
you're
gonna
bragging.
hop off.
All right.
I'm gonna hop off and free up some more room
All right,
for
thank you.
everybody. I just
Thank
had
you.
to get.
Well, I'm
that
glad you
word.
came in and you got it off. You told us how
Tiffany fucked you over.
Heather, did you get the program? Did you get the DM I sent?
Oh shit, Mr. Cowell. Hold on one second.
Tiff told me to not talk with Heather.
Wow.
Don't think too much of it
See
until
this?
Now. Hope she didn't say nothing about me.
See
Oh,
this?
well.
Mr. Cal Alabama chiming in.
I'm 34 today. I ain't getting younger. Let's go.
Tiff told him.
She told me the same thing, you know.
Yep.
Because, like, Heather,
Tiff told him not to talk to Heather.
Yeah.
See
she
that
told
shit?
Me not to talk to Heather, and that you was only in chats to piss her off.
And here I was thinking to myself, nah, you know what? I'm not going to say anything to anybody because I don't want. God forbid she makes me look like the bad guy somehow. But she dug herself such a deep hole. I mean, it's like she ain't getting out of it now. Broken Matthew.
Hey, Ken and JoJo went so savage I got caught in the crossfires and called a faggot. Lol, love you all. Don't worry, Joe are gonna have money soon. Hashtag King Cronin.
Oh, wait, somebody called him a fag or something? The fuck is that?
What?
Somebody called him a fag? That's not right. Who did that, man?
I haven't.
I don't know. Somebody called him a fag or something. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. I'm reading it right now. Hey, Ken and JoJo. Oh, man. Dang it, it's gone now. It was on the screen.
Yeah, it's hard to get. They go quick for some reason. But shout out to Broken Matt. Yo.
Ken, did you ever get the DM that I sent you, Heather, King Bailey, and Joe from the program me, BSR, Alex, and Bobby did last Saturday?
Yes, I watched it.
Oh, yeah.
I did not have time to watch it. I've been so busy with everything
you will
else.
love
I will
it.
watch it later, yeah.
I watched it. It was a pretty good show, man, that you guys did together. It was. I love Bailey Smoke Rudolph, man. How he goes, he's just like, his voice, he reminds me, he's a funny dude. I love the way that he does things. I just laugh when he talks. He's just funny. You know what I mean? And I dig him as a host. I dig him. He's not like great host, but he flows the show funny because he'll pause every once in a while and he'll ask somebody a question. And when he does, it's so funny because I forgot who it was who he said something to, but he was like, he said something hilarious. I forgot what it was, man, but I was dying laughing. I was like, you know what? He's pretty good at this, man. The show sounded good, you know? I was laughing my ass off at one point. And you guys basically laid it out last week on that show about like why you were attacked and how you guys were attacked by her and like the bullshit games that she was playing with you guys and
there's no holds barred.
You know? Yeah, and now she's friends with like these other dudes like Crimson Studios, a guy who I knew way before I even knew her and she knew me. You know? Sal Rex, I mean, listen, you know, it is what it is. I basically said to Sal Rex, all right, listen, you don't want to get back in touch with me. I left him like 5 messages. I said, you know what? If you hear this message and you don't get back to me on this message, then I'll know that you had no intention in ever getting back to me and you just wanted to make a quick buck and to tell me to go fuck myself. And I'll take it as a hint and I'll never contact you again. That's fine. And he never got back to me.
Took that money to pay for pick Penny's pussy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think he got to pay for it.
Jesus.
Delicious.
Scungili. But, you know, at one point, too, she had her mother going around and fucking hitting the dislike buttons in the community. Like, who in the fuck?
It goes even,
who does that?
It goes even deeper, Ken. Fuck? Especially with Joe's Patreon page, because her mother goes on his page every morning to check to see who the biggest donator was.
What?
She's a patron?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Should handle that, Joe.
What?
Are you... Holy cow.
She does that? That's fucking despicable, man. What a fucking miserable person, man.
Absolutely.
You know what, Tiffany? If you fucking think we're sitting here, we're lying, and all these people could be wrong. How could all these people be wrong, girl? It's obviously...
every single story match up.
Yeah. How can every story match up and everybody feel the same way if it ain't true? And if you don't believe it's not true and you're really sitting there saying that we're all ganging up on you and blah, 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 well, then you need to ask yourself, why are all these people doing this? Maybe you just don't know it's true, but you're an asshole.
Take a look in the mirror.
Yeah, you're an asshole. How could you defend some of these people? And let me tell you something, too. There's another guy out there who people think is a Tiffany guy, but he's not. He's not. You want to know who's not a Tiffany guy?
I see him.
No, well, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now who's not a Tiffany guy. is D. Wells. You think he is, but he's really not. D. Wells has been treated like shit by her, too. She said so much garbage behind his back. I bet you he knows about it. I'm sure he knows.
Oh, I'm sure he's heard already.
You know?
He said something before. He knows.
Yeah, he knows. And another guy who was good friends with Tiffany. Not good friends with Tiffany, but knew her good enough to talk to her mostly every other day and maintain a relationship with her in the community. And let's ask him now. Let's ask him how did Tiffany fuck you over?
Mr. Drew, how did Tiffany fuck you over?
Hey, what's up, Ken?
What's up, man?
Oh, man, I feel like
everybody's answering the big question, bro.
I feel like total shit right now, but I had to call in and just say, you know, she actually never did anything directly to me. It was actually more James, if anybody.
Yeah, I know.
But
that's who did it to me mostly, too.
The bottom line is...
He does her bidding.
Fuck with my friends, you fuck with me.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
The bottom line.
That's how I feel.
You know, so, I mean, as simple as that, I don't have any real hot take here, but I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I stand. Heather knows that. Gina knows that.
James fucked me over. James, after 3 weeks of doing a football show, when he tells me, oh, this is such a privilege and an honor to do this show with you, I was like, dude, no way. This is our honor to have you do this show with us. And he told me, I swear to you, I could do every show every Sunday. I'm off. They won't switch my schedule. They never will. I never once said Tiffany to him, not once. Never said nothing about Tiffany to him. And I thought, wow, you know what? He appreciates that we don't bring the drama and talk about that shit to him. He appreciates that me and Filthy don't say a word about it. Even though we're not talking to Tiffany, he appreciates the fact that we don't even bring it up. We could just sit there professional. Yeah, and we could talk football and have a good time and laugh. And we did. We had really good times with James those 3-4 weeks. You know?
I notice he does that. He's very manipulative in that way where he always shows appreciation or always try to relate to you in some way.
Yeah. It's always like overboard with him. It's weird. It always gets cringy, you know?
That's how he gets the
attention. That's how he gets the attention.
Yeah, and the thing was, he comes to me like 4 weeks into it and goes, I can't do this no more because my job, the time is changing and they need me to do this, and that. And I go, dude, I thought you said that you won't change your schedule for the longest time. And he's like, well, I don't know, they just did. It's crazy. I was like, I kind of knew it was bullshit, so I just let it go. And I was like, all right, man, you know, what are you going to do? That's your work. You have to do what you have to do, right? So a week later, my wife is, my mother's sick, and she goes into the hospital for her heart. My wife, my cousin doesn't go to visit my mother, and my cousin's very close to all of us. He sees my mother every day. He doesn't go there to visit us, so my wife writes something down on Twitter saying, you know, you don't have to lie if you don't want to show up, be a man about it, and blah, blah, blah. He goes and reads that and blocks me, my wife, Filthy, Lucky Low, everybody in Foul Mouths, about 20 other people. And I go to him the next day and I go, dude, why the fuck did you block all of us? And he's like, what your fucking wife said about me. And I was like, dude, are you out of your fucking mind? My wife barely even knows you enough to fucking even make a comment about you. Like, stop thinking it was about you, because it really wasn't. And that's how much of an ego this fucking dude had. That he thought it was about him.
That's probably why he hasn't got laid in 4 or 5 years.
No, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'll tell you, Ken, he called into your... He told you that he was privileged to be on your show and everything.
Yeah, I remember.
The only privilege that motherfucker has right now is to suck my motherfucking dick.
Oh, Jesus.
Yummy. All our dicks, to be exact.
Yummy. Oh,
I mean, he DM'd me, and he was trying to, like, play the nice guy and everything.
Yeah.
And say, you know, you don't know what's going on. Make sure you have your facts straight before you dump us. And I even invited him. I said, you're more than welcome to show me the proof of what you got. Because I've got proof on my side. So please show me the proof. And he said, yeah, you know, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, very cordial. And then he fucking unfollowed me. So,
like, what was that about, though? What was that whole thing about, Drew?
What was it about?
Yeah, what was
he DM'd me out of the clear blue, and he knew that I wasn't in the show the previous week, and he knew something was up, and he probably saw Heather's podcast because he was busy disliking it, and probably heard what I had to say in the comments or something.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he was on a fake account disliking it because I already had him blocked on YouTube.
Right. So, I could send you the DM. I'm not afraid of that, but it was just a long drawn out of trying to plead his case, and I'm telling him, well, million Elvis fans can't be wrong.
And I just got a DM from Clam showing me a direct message he got from Tiffany. Well, Toadfany, sorry. Saying, don't get too chatty with Tattooed Mistress. She was a friend in real life, and we had a bad falling out. She trashed me all over social media because I wasn't talking to her. There's a hell of a lot backstory with this as well. But she only going in the chat to piss me off and to try to get me to be friends with her again.
That's what she told me too. Except for the friends part at the end. She just said she's going in chats to piss me off.
I want to know exactly what posts I trashed her in. Every single one of you in this chat, in this phone call right now, have seen my Twitter page from a year ago.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Get them old sex today, you see.
Dude, it's funny how long that thing lasts. It's so funny as shit.
Well, it breaks up the tension. It definitely does.
I'm gonna get my drink. You guys keep talking. Do your thing. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. I come right back. We'll do the rest of our Tophany, and then I gotta wrap it up because I gotta get ready for Corrupted.
Oh yeah, and that's on YouTube as well.
Yeah. No, I think
sweet.
I think
that's sweet.
I'm not sure if it's free this week or not. We were supposed to do a free show, but oh shit! Look who's calling in. Holy shit, guys! We haven't heard from this guy in a long time, and this is another one of the guys who we're gonna go to. All right, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a quick commercial, and when we come back, we're gonna finish up. How did Tophany fuck you over? And we got the one and only CB in the house, Mr. Canadian Basement. When we come back, we're gonna hear his. We're gonna hear his side of the story. Never heard before, never told before. Side of the story. So. Give us a couple of minutes. Give us 1 minute, and we'll be right back. And we're going to be doing that. All right? 1 minute. Be right back.
Absolutely.
Oh!
Whoa. Funny, North Carolina. Mr. Sunshine, known as Mr. Tommy NC 2010. Oh, I'm not Mr. Sunshine. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Winning.
Bukkake!
Yeah. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be back with you for the next 20 minutes. And then we're going to get ready to go over to the Corrupted podcast on the Joe Cronin Patreon. Only on the Joe Cronin Patreon. You could also get Morning Madness and so much more. Go check out the Joe Cronin Patreon. Also, the JB Patreon. Go show him some love over there. He's got a cool Patreon as well. And so do we here at the Foul Mouths Network. We're growing every day, getting bigger and bigger on the Patreon. Adding more stuff every day, and January is supposed to be over the top month where we're going to be adding all kinds of content to the Patreon, and we're really going to be establishing ourselves on the Patreon big time. So please come over and check it out for a little bit as $1 a month, just a fucking $1 a month, and you get access to almost everything. Next month we're going to have a lot of shows that are going to be going on there. There's going to be a lot of shows for the $1 people. There's going to be some shows for the $5 and up people. There's going to be a show for the $10 and up donators. So we're going to start to really put Patreon in the full gear for what it's supposed to be used for, and there's different tiers, different shows, all kinds of content. So please come over and check out our Patreon. Thank you so much. All right, guys, got you back in the house now. We got the one and only Canadian Basement. If you don't know who he is, go and check out his channel here in the community. He's an awesome guy. He does a lot of wrestling stuff. He does the whole WrestleMania type thing with the WWE game. Yeah, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. He does all the announcing and shit, so it's really cool. And he's one of the coolest guys to get along with. You never really get in an argument with this guy. He's very laid back, very, he's funny, kind-hearted guy.
Exactly.
So I want to know to you, my question is to Mr. Canadian Basement is, how
did Tofany fuck you over?
All right, well, like, Ken, I'm not a big fan of the drama.
No, I know you're not. Oh, shit, hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. Johnny Ray dropping that $2 donation.
Just wanted to say hi to everyone and miss you all.
Well, God bless, brother. Thank you. Fucking happy holidays to you, brother. No, I know, Canadian Basement, I know you're not this dude. You're not the type of guy that goes on shows and starts talking about, all this fucking drama shit. Trust me, I know it. And this was an impromptu, how did Tofany fuck you over? Because, honestly, there's so many of us in the community that had bad run-ins with this chick. Or with her fucking friend, who is a lot like her in the sense that they think they're just better than everybody. So I know this is not you. And let me say that to everybody out there who's listening. If you don't know Mr. Canadian Basement, this is not this type of dude's way to work. He's on here having fun. And he comes on here to have fun and laugh and do fun things first before the drama. So, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So what's...
Ken, do you have that boot you were talking about? Because I'm drinking out of one.
You do have yours?
I got mine, man.
Oh, shit. I have mine, but I only had a beer in it.
Well, I have a beer in it. Well, I've got like 3 beers in it.
Yeah, I fucking was planning on doing this whole big night, dude, and then I woke up with my throat fucking killing me all day. So it kind of like had a little bit of a setback. But the boot was out. I drank a beer out of it, and now it's kind of shitty. So I don't think I'm drinking it. But next week we're doing a fan appreciation show next Saturday, like an end of New Year's type of thing. And I am going to get fucking trashed for that if I'm feeling better, which I will be. So tonight's
definitely be around for that, man.
Tonight was a little different, man. After the last 2 nights on here was like fucking just things changed, So
crazy ass shit.
Yeah, a lot of fuck crazy shit. But anyway, like I heard some of the story with you as far as that. And when I heard that you weren't like being treated with respect over that, I was very surprised because I thought for sure there'd be a handful of you guys that she would not fuck over just for the simple fact of making herself look like, wow, you fucked over every single person that supported you.
And the fucked up thing too is I've heard other people say like she's name dropping me in conversations maybe you had with her or somebody else about people that still support her. But my problem is like I'm in the same boat as Gina. I was never told the full truth about anything, and eventually it came to a point where it's like I can't continue just to believe everything you say when everyone's turning their back on you.
Yeah.
And the truth never came forward, right? It just never did. And when Gina said there's other people, she was talking about myself, and Bobbit too, if he's still here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in the end, what really happened is I love you.
Stop it!
Well,
Get excited!
Basement, I think it's even safe to rope Cardinal into this. I think he's in the same boat as you.
Well, Cardinal has his place. I don't want to speak for other people. To be honest. So what I'm going to say is just what I'm going to say. It's really what happened with me. And really what did is, in the end, like I said, it's very similar to what was happening with Gina. A bunch of people turned on them, and one night I just messaged Tiff, and I was like, well, there's a lot of controversy circling you guys, so I don't know where I stand anymore. I don't get a response from her. Instead, I get a response from James a couple days later. Basically, what had happened, and Gina had blocked James and Tiff, and they came after me for some reason. Just like basically calling me a sheep and all this other shit. I didn't even do anything at this point in time, so I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, they probably thought you were talking to me, and I was chiming in, and they probably thought all kinds of... See, they think the way that they would operate. So that's why they were probably thinking some grimy shit about you.
Either that, or it's because he had me on with the Call of Duty streams so often.
Yeah, but in the end, it's like whoever you fucking want to work with, you want to work with, and that's fine. You want to play games with somebody, and you can play games online with.
Yeah, like you used to have her on the wrestling thing and everything.
Are we on the fucking kindergarten playgrounds? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Yep, you're right.
It's my ball.
You're right. You're right about that, though.
Like, you have to choose an allegiance. You have to be this or that. I'm like, listen, man, I enjoy everybody's content. And nobody's going to tell me what I can and can't watch.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
It's the same way I feel.
I continued to watch Joe. I continued to watch Ken. I wasn't as active in chats and just like I'm not as active now anyway, just because shit goes flying by so fast, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, if you put a beer down once in a while, it kind of slows down.
Come on, man. I type one-handed. But yeah, fucking. So James came after me. I never had a problem with really any of them, but my question was like. And really, the straw that broke the camel's back is like, why the fuck did you block Billy Ricky? And he was like, well, we can block whoever we want. It's not your problem. I'm like, okay, well, if I block Tiffany tomorrow, what are you going to say? Why'd you block Tiffany? I'll be like, well, it's not your problem. We still friends? We cool?
Yeah.
How makes is that, right? Makes no sense.
Makes none.
So he got it, like you guys have been saying, like all up on his fucking high horse. Saying like this is that and this is why I can do things and you can't question it because this is not your problem. I'm like, listen, man, it was my problem when I got roped into this fucking shit without a voice. Stuck between two communities, one that's just building off of subs that I don't know anybody. Like I went into their podcast once and I didn't recognize any of the names in the chat outside of like a few mainstays like Dr. Earl, Trexter, and then I was like, well, what the fuck is going on here? Everybody had a wrench and I was just like, yeah.
Shit,
at that point, I was going to step away from most shows anyway because the drama had become ridiculous. And I basically said to James, like, you left us holding the torch. Like, you basically left us in limbo. And I'm talking about myself, Gina, Bobbit, the people that I talk to on Skype pretty frequently. Cardinals in there.
Oh, Mr. Cal Alabama. Hold on 1 second.
This summer, new movie about a whale with no hope.
Oh my God! Oh my God, Mr. Cal Alabama! Oh my God!
This summer, a movie about a whale with no hope. All hope was lost for this whale, and her blowhole was damaged.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God! I would talk to her, but she's too busy hanging off the Empire State Building, scratching her armpit.
Oh my God! You know what she did with me? Okay, so we got into this last brawl, and you know, Joe and JB were both giving it to me, telling me, "Oh no, she's a piece of shit. She's this, she's that," and I was sticking up for her. I was fucking actually sticking up for this chick. Okay.
So was I.
To two guys that I worked with on a podcast, I was telling them they were wrong. Meanwhile, they were right. You know, I can be wrong. I'm not wrong all the time, but you know, I know when I'm right, and I thought I was right.
I told them that you were put in an impossible position.
It was a hard position, but
I had
you
a
know,
conversation with both of them, and I said the exact same thing, but they were like, you know, splitting sides. We got to choose allegiances, but go on.
And you know, like, well, that's the one thing that I said. I said, you know what? I'm not going to anybody and telling them they have to pick a side because they don't. They don't have to pick a side. They can watch both shows. They can watch 5 shows. They can watch neither show. They can do what the fuck they want. I'm not going to go and tell somebody, you got to pick a side. It's either my show or that show. It don't go like that. That's kindergarten shit. You know?
That's exactly Ken, it's like you my first show.
Yeah.
My first show, when this all started coming out, I sat there and said, I'm not here to tell you to block anybody. I'm not your mother. You do what you want with this information.
Yeah.
Well, Ken, it's like you don't work with a hippo no more either.
Well, let me tell you, you know, those two fucking were going at each other's throats. Those two. You remember that?
Yeah.
Now,
they were just a fucking like. That's what they.
I mean, it turns out they were both very much alike, and now where are both of them? By them lonesome. I mean, she's saying that has a whole new community behind her. It's really not. It's like 5 or 6 people at the most that were basically.
The rest are paid for.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
it's a keeps repeating the same all the stuff. One person in the chat or next to a few others talking and chatting.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, but listen. With all that said, though, with everything that was said tonight, I'm the type of person, I'm like, hey, listen, as long as you don't fuck with me, I don't have a problem. But I was hearing, you know, all this stuff like, hey, they're saying this about you, they're saying that about you guys, they're telling people this. I'm not going to say no names, but a major, like, not a major donator to us, but somebody who's, like, really good friends with us. And we all are friends here, okay? We're all friends here. There's some people talk to people a little more because that's just how it is, you know? Like, I speak to somebody every day, and then I speak to some people once a week, you know? It doesn't mean that they're a better friend or the case, you know, whatever the case is, but this person came to me and was telling me, hey, they approached me and told me this, and that, and you could tell everybody my name if you want to. And I said, I don't want to put you in that position because this was early on when everything first started to go south with me and Tiffany. And this person was like, yo, they said this, and that. And I didn't believe this person. And I shunned this person because I thought they were trying to be a shit stirrer. And it turns out I fucking turned my back on the wrong person, man. That was one of the things that really fucking ripped me apart because I felt like shit for weeks after that. Like, man, I fucking fucked over the wrong person, you know? Like, I just stopped talking to this person because I thought they were.
I think we all had that.
Yeah, it was. I felt like shit for weeks, man.
You're not alone.
But I went and I made things right with that person, and like totally, and that person still hasn't come back around. I think they're still like whatever, but I still went and apologized and made things right and said, that was my bad. I didn't know who to believe and blah, blah, blah. And like I said, James is the one who put the dagger in it. And then all of a sudden I get a DM at the end of this whole thing. And it's Tiffany saying, I changed my phone number. I'm changing my Twitter. You'll never, ever be able to speak to me again. I can't believe that you would fall for these people's bullshit. And I'm like, what? Fall for their bullshit? I fell for my own bullshit. You know, I thought you were a piece of shit. You know, like.
Oh, so wait, she's changed her phone number, and I've been getting phone calls from a number I don't recognize. Okay.
But it's this like petty, weird, fucking bullshit that like
it
as soon
is.
as I start hearing like her mom's disliking videos, I'm like, what the
that was very weird. And I didn't want to go through that route. I did not want to go through the route of I'm gonna fight with Tiffany, and now it's like let's go get people and then let's bring people on the show and make fun of her and let's do song parodies. And I didn't even want to do that with this, man. I really didn't want to go down that route. You know,
but it changed the whole. Everybody turned on her, man. Like,
yeah, but once
everybody turned on her, she turned on everybody.
Yeah, once I saw how many people she fucked over, and some of you people I cannot believe she fucked over because some of you people in here are the nicest people I've met in this community, and I'm like just blown away by the fact that wow, you pissed that person off. Holy shit, you must have really fucked
Ken,
up.
When she was still on the show, and you was like, damn, I wish the eggs was stacked the way it used to be. Now, I was going to be the bigger man and to make a public apology on this show to her.
Mm.
And then for some reason, something said, don't do it right yet, don't do it right yet. And then all this shit started popping up. I said, I'm glad I didn't apologize for shit.
Well, you know, for weeks I was like, yo, fuck Stacy, man. He done, because you went and you fucking went and you did something and you called something out along. I'm not going to get into details, but you went and did something.
Oh, I know.
Right? No, but listen. You went and did something and I was pissed about it because I was friends with Tiffany. I caught wind of it and I'm like, that motherfucker, how dare he do that? But now when you fast forward 7 or 8 months later, it seemed like you were the only one who knew in the beginning. There I was bashing you because you did that, but realistically, it was like you were the only one that fucking knew in the beginning, and I was like, he's crazy. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Why would he do that? Everything's going well in the community, blah blah blah. But you know what? Thank God you did that because before
it opened eyes.
Yeah, and before any more damage could be done, it's over. You know?
Yeah.
So
even I know what he did.
Man.
Yeah.
Because I had to deal with Hippo. and shit.
Yeah.
oh, fuck this shit. I'm tired of this shit.
And then, like, listen, guys, like, even last night, with like went down with the whole Scott thing, and like, there's always going to be people trying to attack this community from the outside in, you know. And most of the time, it's going to be from the outside in. Sometimes you'll have it pop off from the inside out, and you got to deal with what you got to deal with. You know, sometimes it pops off when it wants to. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can't control things from popping off. You know what I mean? They just do.
That wink, bro.
Yeah, and you want to know something? Hey, God bless situations that pop off. Hey, what are you going to do, man? You know, it is what it is, and people make their choices, and that's it. You know, it is what it is. You know.
Well, you live, you learn, man. Especially with this
exactly.
Shit.
You live and you learn. But you know what? You always keep an eye out, because you know what? Those are very vindictive people, and they're the type of people that would cut off their own nose to spite their fucking face. So those type of people are dangerous, you know?
Well, she would probably do it just to save the extra 10 pounds.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God.
In all seriousness, there's 150. There's 150 of us here right now, and I've got to say, let's stick together. Don't let this bullshit come in between us.
Well, it's not. You know what? It all worked out. It all worked out, Dr. Earl, because listen, everybody came on, said their part.
It's true.
You know, it all worked out because you know what she did? She just wound up bringing everybody closer together than we already were. So it's oh shit. Oh no.
I hope so.
Let's see what side of the fence this ball goes on real quick. Let me just see.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jake DeMarco in the house. Jake DeMarco.
What's going on?
Jake, we got one question for you, Jake.
Yeah, hit me with it.
What did Topher do to fuck you over?
How's your fucking neck?
Yeah, how's your freaking neck?
What's going on, dude?
Not much, apparently.
Nah.
You know, I've been excommunicated now at this point.
What do you mean?
I've been fired from Joe's show. You didn't hear all this?
No.
What?
Oh, I was blocked and fired earlier.
From Joe's show?
I thought he was still on here. I was kind of calling to talk to him still, but I figured I'd address this.
Wow. An exclusive.
Whoa.
A shock.
Wow.
No!
Well,
see, this is what I was talking about. There's shit that's been going on today that's fucking with the internal core.
Hey, I got the same shirt.
Please, go ahead.
I'm just hurt. At a loss for words, but hurt. So, I know Joe made that exposed video and literally took everything that I had said out of context. I've called him. He blocked me on Facebook and Twitter.
Wow.
I don't have another way to get in a hold of him, but at some point, I'm sure we'll talk.
Yeah, I'd give it time, Jake, man.
But, I no disrespect to anyone. I wasn't sure if he was still here or what, but
yeah, no, he wound up leaving about about a half hour ago.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not trying to bring shit onto your show. I was just kind of we talk and I heard you say popping off, and I didn't know if that was a cue. It sounded a little too real at this moment, but
it pertains to a different situation.
Wow. Well, look at that. Go figure. I love you all.
Houston.
My point here was the fact that I've been here for years. I'm not fake. I am a fat ass, but I'm not a turncoat. And,
You're a sexy beast. Oh, it just jizzed in my eye.
Jesus Christ.
I genuinely, I'm just at a loss for words at this point. So
Jake, Joe's gonna listen to this at some point. So say what you gotta say.
Well, listen, I'm definitely gonna see him for Corrupted in less than an hour, like very soon now, and I'm definitely mention to him what the hell's going on, because I don't even know what's going on. I know there was video made.
I made an audio post this morning. Myself. I don't know if you got to hear it.
No, I never got to hear it. I know it was made, but I didn't get to hear nothing, man. And then I just jumped on here.
I got to hear yours. I listened to yours.
I didn't say anything bad that I thought. I went ahead and said that I think from here on out, you know, Scott's going to tear everybody apart, so let's not bring him up going forward. And my whole point of making that was because I didn't want everybody to hate on Mello. You know, he's a good person. He's a good friend of mine. I felt bad that, you know, he basically was very apologetic this morning, and it was kind of like a wrong place, wrong time. He wasn't trying to attack Joe. He wasn't trying to, you know, tell them what content to make or who not to have on the shows. It was just him, you know, basically being upset. You know, Scott said bad stuff about everybody. People get fed up. He called in. He was angry. You know,
he expressed his feelings.
Yeah, Mello was really upset. So,
yeah.
That was the whole point of the video. I was like, don't be mad at Mello. Joe said he wasn't mad at him. He didn't hate him, but he called him a fag last night. So I was a bit confused as to what, you know. It certainly seemed like he was mad. If I misread that situation, then so be it. I apologize, but. I wasn't being a turncoat. I never once said, you know, who you can and can't have on your shows. I understand that Joe was pissed because you had Scott on. Justin, you know, has done bits with Scott, you know, where you called as Scott, things like that. You know, shit happens. But I said going forward, we should just fucking annihilate him, you know, make him no more. Delete his ass, in the words of the great Matt Hardy. I wasn't trying to demand anybody do anything, but if it got taken that way,
I can kind of see both sides of that story. But I mean, I don't think you're gone for good, man. It would be a shame. I love your like insight on wrestling. It's much better than fucking the actual show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you, bud.
Yeah, you keep the show sane instead of insane. You know?
Jake. I'll tell you, I'm going to see him very soon, and I'm definitely going to ask him what's going on and see if I can get some information.
I know you're trying to get out of here. I wasn't trying to derail
No, you're not. No, you're not, dude. Listen, I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? And I'm never going to fucking tell you can't say something, you know what I mean? So, you're not holding me hostage or anything, you know? You can talk, you know what I mean? I know you for a while on here, and I'm sure everything will work out anyway, but... you know, things have been crazy this fucking weekend. I don't know why. I mean, it's Christmas weekend, and it's like all this shit went on. It's like fucking crazy, but
yeah, absolutely.
Cooler heads will prevail eventually. You know, I really believe that.
Like I said, last thing I want to do is put anybody in an awkward situation. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it.
I hear you, man. Well, I'm sure you'll get answers. I'm almost positive of it. So
wow.
All right, well, yo, I want to thank all you guys, man. Everybody who came out tonight, guys.
Absolutely. Everybody have a merry and safe Christmas.
Yeah. If I don't talk to all you guys before then.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming on. Everybody. Mr. Canadian Basement, Heather, Gina, Earl, my man Bobbit, everybody who came through tonight. There was a lot of people that Tiffany fucked over. I keep saying the name, but I can't help it. I mean, this was a friend of mine. This was a person who was friends with us, and Joe and JB warned me a million times, man. And I was very naive, I guess, and I didn't think I was, but I was. And it is what it is. It's been a crazy fucking week, crazy weekend, guys. Corrupted Podcast is going to be just as crazy as all these shows have been this weekend and this week. If you want to continue it, go over to the one and only Joe Cronin Patreon and go show some love over there and join the Joe Cronin Patreon. You will not fucking regret it. You get Morning Madness. You get all kinds of cool shows. You get a #1 podcast that we put our heart and soul into. You get a lot of shit over at the Joe Cronin Patreon and at the Foul Mouths Patreon. January is going to be lightning for us. All new shows. Can I Talk, which is a controversy show, which we talk about all kinds of fucking shit you will see. Guys, I want to thank everybody for coming through tonight on this Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve right now, about 4 minutes away. Have a great day tomorrow with your family. Have a great day on Monday with your family. I hope all is well with you guys. And I love all these people in this community. You want to call me a faggot, you want to call me a dick rider, you want to call me a fake motherfucker, call me whatever you want. I don't give a fuck what you call me as long as you don't call me late for fucking dinner. I love all you people out there, man. This chat is the best. This community is the best. And don't let anybody tell you you guys aren't the best, because you fucking are the best. Number fucking one. Caring, friendship, and backing of everybody in this community. God bless you all. I hope you have a great fucking Christmas. We will see you guys next week during the week. Peace out, everybody. I hope you get what you want from Santa.
I'm MK Ultraman. Fuck yeah. A hot load on my chest. Put a fucking hot load right on my chest. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Shit, yeah. Probe me. Probe me. Look, see what that is right there? Look, I'll point right at it with the laser beam. Look. Then look at this right here. Look, see all this right here? Look. Fuck is that, man?
That one's like really there. That one's like a frozen rope. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Ew, guy puts loads on his chest.
I put a load on my own chest assist, man. MK Ultra. Put it in my mouth. Put it right in my mouth. My fucking mouth with some poutine.